everybody. Welcome to the Cool JDM show. This is our second show of the 2026 season, the second of 52 shows, because this is a weekly show. My name's Derek Weldon. I am the big boss of Pacific Coast Auto, but not that big. I'm actually kind of normal size. We also have Mike here.
I'm the little boss.
Mike on the mic?
Well, I mean, true, yeah, but in real life, you are pretty big.
Ooh.
And, of course, we've got Max, and we've got Grant on a spare microphone in the back of the closet that we put him in.
What's going on?
In today's episode, we got it.
That could be like a greeting, as like a "What's going on, everyone?" Or "I've been
Or
placed
I'm in the
a
closet. What's going on?
Can I have to
Yeah,
please? What are you doing, Derek? Not again.
it's very dark.
Every time you do a show, you put me in a closet.
Yeah.
Okay, so in today's episode, we have a number of things. They are all exciting and they are all fantastic. First one is a car that looks like a cat.
Neko-chan, if you will.
Next, a cat in a car. Next one, Derek and Mike fix Nissan, which originally started as Derek fixes Nissan, and then I brought it up to Mike, and oddly, he agreed with me. Because honestly, a lot of holes can be poked into this, but it is a way that we think that we can fix Nissan because they need it. Next one, a 7.2 liter engine with 210 horsepower in a car that's coming up for auction this week. So you can bid on that if you want. Mm-hmm. Also, Grant got tuned up. More information on what that actually means in a second.
So I'm already thinking about the jokes that I want to make.
Yeah,
So that's why I
me
was
too.
laughing.
A customer who bought a car sent in some pics, so we'll review those. And then at the end, we've got a questions section for all of y'all to get your questions answered. Now, before we get into the show, we got to talk about the internet.
The internet.
Because the last two shows, we had issues with the internet. And since then, we have bought a network connector, so we're no longer doing this on Wi-Fi.
Correct.
And so that should help a little bit. And then, Max, you also tinkered with some things, and I don't understand what you did, but why don't you tell everyone why it's going to work this time?
I basically used Google to my advantage. And I changed the maximum traffic unit. So it's smaller, and that should help.
This is already way above my head.
See, so I was like,
Yeah, it sounds bad, actually.
if
making
we
the traffic
have-
smaller.
if we have internet dropouts today again, we're very sorry. Hopefully you will still
Hopefully
stick
not.
with us, but
Yeah,
I hope we don't have.
if what we did today didn't fix it, we're limited to what we can fix
Yeah.
because it could be just our building's internet.
Yeah.
So we'll see. And like if you're watching the show and something drops out or something, like the last few times, let us know. That we really appreciate that, and we're sorry.
Also, there's a chance of snow today, is there not?
Is there?
I think so. A small chance. Maybe
Small
later
chance.
this week.
That would be the second snowfall of the year here in Yokohama.
You've already had snowfall?
You were gone in New Zealand on your 40 days of vacation.
I asked specifically if there'd already been snow.
Yeah, everyone
and-
lies to you when you come back to make
'Cause they
sure
know how
that you
much
don't
I
have
like
hurt
snow.
feelings.
So is it everyone that lies to you, or just Derek that lies to you?
Derek
you can
mainly.
decide.
I've told everyone to lie. They better lie. So jumping
Okay.
into our first segment here, the industry talk. We've got two segments in here. We're going to fix Nissan. But before we do that, we're going to get into the statistics of PCA from 2025. So at the end of every year, we're going to go over how we did in the previous year and hopefully not guilt trip our viewers into making more sales. Isn't that right, Mike, the sales rep?
I feel
Sales
like
manager?
you said hopefully not guilt trip, but you're about to give information that will try to guilt trip people into buying.
I don't think so. I think that 2025 had a number of pretty big challenges, and I think that we did really good despite all of those.
Yep.
And probably the biggest challenge before we get into all of that is we did lose our not our sales manager, our office manager last year, and had to bring back our old office manager, who was our office manager before that.
Lose and had to are not words that I would use, but
Right. We
we
will.
replaced.
Right. That's
Yes.
very well put. That's why you are part of the management team. You've got the words. Not me. I'm the ideas guy, and you guys are the executive guys because I don't trust myself with trying to execute anything.
Yeah.
And so that was a pretty big change for us, I would say.
definitely.
And the second big challenge last year was the new tariffs from the USA. There were a lot of hands thrown up in the sky because we didn't know what the heck was going on. There wasn't a lot of notice. So usually with tariffs, right? Sorry to be talking about tariffs again. Usually with tariffs, they're like, oh, in 6 months or in a year, we're going to implement these new tariffs. So businesses get ready. But none of that was given to us. It was new tariffs tomorrow, new tariffs in a month.
And then canceled tariffs.
And then if the boats are Chinese boats, then there are extra fees on that. And then all the carriers were like, here's our extra fee, is $20 extra per cube, like a 30% increase in cost of shipping. And then literally 4 days later, and that's off the table. Yeah. That took a lot of our mental capacity off in the last year and was quite difficult for us to manage. I think we did a great job, thanks to you, Mike.
Well, we try to keep everyone updated as best we can, even though these are not regulations that are done in Japan, they're done in the USA, but we still
have a lot of our sales go to the USA. So it's a big portion of our business. And sales did fall in the USA by about 15 or 20%.
Yeah.
Because of the tariffs.
Yeah.
And we will get into that in a second. But top level, our 2025 sales, 976, compared to our 2026 sales.
2024.
I'm sorry,
976.
Thank you. You were giving me that look, and I was like, okay, what did I say wrong? Right. Okay, so last year compared to the year before, we did 10 fewer sales. And so that's a 1% drop in sales. We've been in business now since 2006, so now this year is our 20th year.
Ooh.
Cool. I'm sorry, not 2006. From 2008, so this year will be our 18th year in business. And every year we've seen an increase in sales, except for 2 times. One time was last year, mostly because of the tariffs, exclusively because of the tariffs.
Yeah.
And the other time was 2016, I think. Maybe because Bowie died that year.
Oh.
Everyone was like,
R.I.P. I don't know what. I don't really know David Bowie.
And for the most part, the drop in sales were because of a number of the dealers in the U.S. were like, I don't know about these tariffs. Let's play it safe for a little bit. And then the tariffs hit in the March, April, May of the year, which are typically our biggest months by far.
Yeah.
We'll normally sell about 25% more cars in the February, March, April, May segment than in the rest of the year. And so during the time that we should have been getting our record sales, we weren't. And we ended up 1 month like 30% down in sales right when the tariffs were hitting.
Yeah.
And then a number of the dealers were like, what the hey? You know, I'm in this business for the long run. Even if there's tariffs, we're still going to power through this. And a lot of the people who continued to purchase still, I think, did pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it was like the tariffs are on, the tariffs are off. And people who run these larger dealerships, they're like, what, do you want me to just not work this year? I'm going to have to purchase. And if the tariffs do come or they don't come or they get reverted or I have to pay tax and I get it refunded, so be it. It's you have to keep your business afloat. Some years you don't do as good, but if
like
you
us
go out
last year?
Well, I mean, if you go out of business, it's a whole lot worse, right? Like if you just stop purchasing vehicles because the tariffs are a thing, well, now your business is closed, whereas you could have had a great year in subsequent years, you know?
Right.
Sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and keep the business open.
Yeah. And I think also we had mentioned this before when we were talking about tariffs and how, the price of your imported car is now higher because you're paying a higher tariff on it. New cars are also paying that tariff too.
Yeah.
And as a result, not as many people are able to buy new cars. So they're moving to used cars, which are going to go up in value, meaning more supply is required.
Yeah.
And so
if both are increasing proportionately, you're still saving on a used car over a used car.
I see, Max, you have your mask hung on the light. It's kind of cute. Yeah. I was wondering if you were going to wear it.
No, it's all good.
Because you're off camera, and so you don't have to field all of the comments in the comment section.
But now that you said it, we're there.
Those guys wear masks. Well, I'm unsubscribing from this channel.
Man, every week we get one comment like
Do we?
that. Yes.
If anyone wears a mask?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like on the videos where we wear a mask.
Yeah. That's okay. We don't need to pander to idiots.
Still a thing.
What are you drinking there?
Corn soup.
I knew it was corn soup. I just wanted to bring it up because it looks weird.
It's very yellow.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, but you made a sound that made me want to laugh. All right, so 10 less cars last year than the year before.
Which it's not too bad. We also last year increased our prices in April, which turned out to people understood. And I was really happy about that.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of increasing the prices because people are already under a lot of increased prices. But the fact of the matter was that we took on a lot of extra costs.
Yeah.
Our DHL costs for shipping out packages had tripled since the last time I did the calculation of how much it costs.
Yeah.
It was absurd. Not that the prices of DHL went up by 3 times, but also the weight of the packages went up a lot in that time because we were selling more modern cars that had Navi manuals and stuff like that. So the extra weight combined with the extra costs, it just was too much.
Yeah.
So there was that. There was also, of course, everyone who works here gets raises every year. Not trying to put this on you, Mike or Max, but those things add up. You need to be able to make more money in order to pay for that
It's
sort of thing.
inflation too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, you always hear about people saying, "Hey, I get no raise, so essentially every year that I'm working, I'm making less money," and that just sucks, right?
Yeah.
For every year that you work at a company, you essentially should be better at your job by a little bit, and so providing more value for the company by a little bit, or in your case, Mike, a lot, and to be paid less each time is frustrating. And we value our employees. We want to make sure that they're happy, and happy employees make for better service. And hopefully, if you're watching and you're a customer of ours, you feel that level of service through us. How's that? I sound like a
that's
sales
good.
rep?
I want to say yippee.
I mean, it's exactly like you said. You don't like raising prices, but when costs go up, we try to absorb as many as we can. We try to get more efficient. But at a certain level, if DHL has increased triple, we can't continue to... There's a certain level of what we can absorb.
Right. And those costs were the same for half a decade or more, 8 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So
It does feel like recently costs have spiked for so many things.
food in Japan has gotten expensive at a faster rate than other things. So food is something that's so easy to notice.
Yeah.
Very easy this time. Like within a couple of weeks, like 3 times different prices. Not like it's tripled, but 3 times there was a price increase in like a few weeks.
Okay, on to the next thing, business oriented and our stats. So the most popular countries. This was a little bit of a shakeup, only a little bit. Now, last year, if you remember, it was 55% of our sales went to the USA, and Canada was around 40% or so. Now, that has flipped the script. We are now at 48% Canada and 42% USA. Again, we blame that on the tariffs. Are you trying to stir that without making sounds? I'm seeing
Yes.
it very delicately stir.
Yeah.
Is he in frame? Can we see his...
It's not in frame, no.
So I'm half in frame. I'm stirring the corn soup because otherwise it like not congeals but clumps.
Like,
or
does it?
sediment maybe.
Yeah.
If you can use that for soup.
It's
Soup
sediments.
sediment.
Do you know how much corn soup has gone up in price?
Do you know?
don't.
No, I don't.
I don't
But
buy it.
Gregor asked.
Corn soup
The
is
great
like
corn soup.
how much is a
inflationary.
package of corn soup? Like 70 yen or something? 60 yen?
You bought it.
Did I?
I think so. It's there. Unless I'm drinking somebody else's corn soup.
Honestly, Mike, there are things that we've purchased that you can make, but I didn't buy any corn soup, so you're drinking someone else's soup right now.
Well, I guess I'll be apologizing after the show to whoever's corn soup I've just stolen unintentionally.
I love
Sorry.
that. I'm eager to find out whose corn soup that is.
I shall have to purchase more corn soup to refill the corn soup.
I
I've
should
just
buy.
stolen.
It might be company corn soup. I don't remember buying it, but somebody else might have under company money.
Okay.
So, Naoko has
thank
the
you and
ability to
sorry.
buy soups on her discretion. Okay, so Canada 462 cars, USA 409 cars, and then in third place is the same as it was the previous year. It was the UK. They're only at 3% of our sales. So we're predominantly US and Canada. This is our specialty. This is, I'm from Canada, and then we were also very popular in the US right when they were coming up, so we rode that wave. We sell, honestly, to Canada, we sell a decent amount. We were told by our shipping agent that we're the #1 exporter to Canada.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
So I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's
They
cool.
could be lying to us, but this is
But
what they
it's
say.
nice. It's a nice lie.
Even if we're not the #1, we're probably close to the top.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. And then, the UK, after that, rest of the world is 7%.
Sorry, small tangent.
Yeah.
All of these other exporters being like #1 exporter in Japan, we can be like #1 exporter in Canada or to Canada.
to Canada.
We got to put that on our website.
Yeah.
#1 exporter to Canada. And it might actually be true. Doesn't need to be because with all these other websites, they don't care if it's true. But
Yeah, it's really hard to tell without knowing the numbers that other
Yeah.
exporters send. We
Yeah.
we know how many cars are going to Canada and what proportion of them come from us, but we don't know
what
if
proportion
it's
come
like
from?
100
Yeah.
small companies or if it's like one big company
Yeah.
that's selling the majority of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, on the note of the UK, if you're listening from the UK,
Buy more cars. I want to see you in second place.
yeah, we have one of your own here with us. Not right now. He's at the port, Jacob. But if you want to deal with a real UKian, United Kingdomer, you can come to us, and we have one of those. We have one of you.
Nice pitch.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hold on. We don't have anyone from the same country anymore. Of all of our foreigners here, we don't have any matching countries. We've got U.S., Canada, New Zealand, UK, Germany.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all of our foreigners.
Yeah.
If you're listening from Germany, how about you buy a car from us?
We have one of those too. We have a German, a Germanier.
Yeah,
We have a
you can't
Germanier.
buy through the German guy because you don't do any sales. But
He is here, and he is
here.
German.
And he
it's-
knows a bunch of things.
it's funny
but not
though
everything.
because it actually does make a difference to people because as soon as like if people are like I bought a car and I worked with Jacob and he comes from the UK, that he comes from the UK gives that extra little bit of trust that people feel like they need. This is why we do so much in Canada.
Yeah.
How does Australia fit in? Someone asked.
They're a rough bunch.
I don't know.
Being a New Zealander, I can say this.
I'm
with
just going to
certainty.
sit back and I'll look at the guy whose responsibility it is to develop markets.
In some ways, the difficult. Well, is this a serious question? Who said this? How does this say it?
JL?
Are you from Australia? I'd be curious before I answer. I'll start answering. But, oh, he is. Okay, good. Then you know that New Zealand is superior, right? I want to see you type that. New Zealand is superior. I'm so sorry. I'm from Australia. A difficulty with Australia and New Zealand is that there are a lot of established importers in those countries who are responsible for doing the importing as opposed to people going and looking for an exporter like us. I think a lot is actually, the trust that Greg said. You trust somebody who's in your country more. That's why it helps us having
And
people.
you have recourse if things go sideways.
Correct. Like strong consumer guarantees acts in those places. And I think a lot of people just not understanding the import and what they have to go through, or you start researching it and you're like, this is actually really tough. How about I just go to somebody who can do it all for me? Yes, you're going to pay them for their services. It's often a fairly decent amount of money too, but it means you don't have to do the legwork and find
And
everything out.
in both of those countries, a lot of cars are already landed, so you can see the car in person. And to like,
And
we
Japanese
sell a
cars, too.
service so that you, the importer, don't get to see the car in person, and there are definitely values for that because you get
Yep.
a lot of a lower price, which is great. But to the majority of people out there, there's this psychological thing. If you don't see the car in person, you don't know what you're buying. You just hands off, don't buy a car like that.
Yeah.
So we realize that we're a niche market, despite all the value that we think that we provide.
But if you are a dealer in Australia watching us, we could still work with you.
I think that also a lot of these dealers have developed to the point where they have
I
a
think
lot
we're
of
having
control
streaming issues.
of the market.
Oh, yeah, we do. Oh, no.
And also, we've got horrible latency on the bid tool suddenly.
Aha. So it's not only me.
Is our buildings in-
FYI, not Max's fault.
Yes. Okay.
Are we back?
Yeah, it seems
Straight.
that the...
Thank you,
Oh,
Fiero
is-
Alex.
is back.
Yeah.
Stream's really bad right now.
We'll pause a little bit and see if it fixes itself.
Okay, audio is back. That's good. Thank you for letting us know.
So how much did you hear? Went on a
I-
whole tangent about Australia, and everyone's like, nah.
My
didn't
point
happen.
was that like a lot of these dealers in Australia have been importing from Japan or New Zealand
Importing
for,
Japanese cars as well.
for 20,
Yeah.
25, 30 years for long enough that they don't want to break their systems and they're less likely to try out a new person. They want to go with the company that they have gone with forever, and there sometimes becomes a time where as an importer you decide, well, should I change my export agent? That decision tends to come in the first 3 to 5 years, not 20, 30 years later. If you've been working with somebody for that long, you'll stay with them long term, and it's unlikely that somebody will break into the importing game in Australia compared to a place like Canada or the US, which is a much newer market. Like once the dealers become big enough, they have just so much brand recognition and so much history, and they know how to do things so well, it becomes a bigger barrier to entry for compared to new companies in that industry.
They missed the tangent, Mike.
No, I think that guy just wants to hear tangents.
Exactly what Derek just said. Difficult to break into the market when the market is well established of importing Japanese cars as opposed to the USA and Canada, where it's more fresh, new, and people have more like entrepreneurial kind of mindset where they're going and hunting for exporters.
For sure.
And then plenty of stock already in those countries of Japanese cars. They've been there for longer than the USA and Canada could have them. So sometimes NZ new or Australia new vehicles, they were brand new cars sold there. Less likely that small guys are going and looking for an exporter. They'll just find an importer who's already in their country. So the only way that we would increase our sales to those kind of areas is if we got those large established dealers to swap over to us. And then there are extra concerns there. If those dealers are importing often maybe up to 1,000 vehicles a year, more than sometimes, then that's we effectively
that's
double
all
our
of our
total
sales, right?
And, yeah. So swings and roundabouts, lots of different things to consider.
Mighty
We can send to
Karma's
Australia and
getting
New Zealand.
revenge from last week.
Because of the internet issues.
Oh, right.
No,
we're
the
being
internet
DDoSed.
issues have started since I was on camera, so I feel partly responsible.
that's not true.
Put your mask back on. We need the real Max here.
You have the technology wizard fingers that fixes everything.
Yeah. Okay, so on to the next topic of this, the most popular months of export. And this was a little bit of a shakeup. Now, like I said, almost always we're doing February, March, April, May. These are the popular months as people want. Like we sell
Get ready
mostly
for
to
summer.
dealers. 90% of our sales go to dealers. Dealers want that inventory for the months that are the most popular sales months, right before summer. Someone wants that hot car to drive in the summer, especially Canada, because people kind of lock down in the winter and
Yeah.
you're
can't
not
go
typically
anywhere.
showing off your car in the middle of blizzards. So our most popular month was 108 sales in a month, which is in March of 2025, which was down from our record. Our record is 115 in a month.
Pretty close,
So
though.
it was down, pretty close. But the February and the April were significantly down. So usually those would be our top three: February, March, April. Our second place was October, which is usually a small month, and we ended up doing 96 cars in October. And I think what happened was there's a bit of pent-up demand because of the tariffs pushing demand down in the beginning of the year. More people wanted to buy later in the year. So it was absurd to see October probably 50% higher sales than usual at 96 cars. So usually we'll do about 75 in that month. And then February and June get third place with 87 cars per month, which again, June, usually not a lot of sales happening in June because once that car lands, it's going to be August, and then sales peter off in August, September, October. So a little bit of a switch up, not too spicy of information. Hoping this year is a little bit better. I think it will be.
Yeah.
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 Next segment, the most popular sales rep.
I just want to say that I hope this year is a lot better and we don't have to navigate all the tariff stuff, but
We don't know.
Gosh,
we will see.
I don't
We
even
will
want to
all
hear the
see
T word
together.
anymore.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
What do you think exports to Greenland will increase?
So did you know
Alright.
Greenland only has 46,000 people in the whole country?
We could sell one car to each of them.
You know, we sold a few cars to Iceland, right?
That's true. Yeah.
And there's no
that's
direct
true.
vessel to Iceland, and so nobody really imports there because they don't really know how. It's not an
I thought
established
there
market.
was.
No, there's a transshipment.
Tranship via Rotterdam.
But we can book all the way through to Iceland, right?
No.
Oh.
No, we booked to Rotterdam, and
Oh,
then
I
the
do
customers
remember.
arranged it themselves from there.
That's so
Yeah.
funny that it's like to get to it passes Iceland,
Yeah.
goes to Europe, and then
yeah.
comes
It's just
back,
'cause
goes
there's not
back.
enough demand
Yeah.
to offload, or maybe even not enough space for a Ro-Ro vessel. I don't know.
It just
Maybe
doesn't.
that's-
Iceland's in the middle of nowhere. There's no reason to stop
Yeah.
by if they've got
Yeah.
maybe 0 cars per vessel.
Yeah.
So
There-
yeah,
Before you go into the most popular sales rep, Fiero has asked what is the record amount of sales for a single day?
15.
I think it's 15.
I believe it's 15, yeah.
We used to have it on a whiteboard, all of our little
Yeah.
mini stats, and it was really fun. We should do that again.
True.
Like
Fif-
the cheapest car we ever sold,
Yeah,
1,000 yen, by the way. Yeah.
The first car we ever sold, this is my favorite, 4,000 yen for the first car we ever sold.
Wow.
And the guy ended up driving it for 10 plus years in Canada.
Holy.
He sold it to his brother, and then his brother just kept driving it, eventually died, but yeah.
I mean, for 4,000
4,000 yen.
that's it's a heck of a
And,
life.
and
Wow.
because it was the first car we ever exported, we were setting up the business, like trying to figure out how everything worked. So it was like free service fee for you. So
wow.
he gets a car landed for like, I don't know, it was like $1,700.
Yeah.
That same car in Canada would be worth 10 grand or something.
Yeah.
Quite a deal.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mega deal.
Fun story.
Okay, so yeah, 15 cars in one day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. We'll
Yeah.
often have days of over 10. It happens pretty frequently. This month we had one of 10.
Yeah. The difficulty is when you have like a 5 or 6 day, another 5 or 6 day, a 10 plus day, and then maybe an almost 10 day, and then suddenly in 1 week it might be like 30 cars or something.
Yeah,
and
if we
then
do
we're
40 cars in a
struggling
week,
to-
it keeps us busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since like we sell a lot to the US. They have to be 25 years old. There's a higher instance of breakdowns or other services that are required for such an old car. Could be old tires that are gone bad, could be an oil leak, could be an alternator problem. You know, just older cars have more issues. Okay, sales reps. So we have kind of 4 sales reps, but mostly 3 sales reps. There's Mike, the sales manager, then there's Grant and Jacob. Number 1 was Mike. 515 sales last year. Number 2 is Grant with 312 sales. And number 3,
That's a
the
lot,
UK guys, so UK people, get your sales numbers up, was Jacob with 131. Jacob's not here, so do we still clap for him? Mm-hmm. Sometimes he watches this as he's driving to the port.
Yeah, yeah. So I can at least hear it.
Yeah.
Go, Jacob, go. Don't crash the car. Woo woo.
Yeah. The other day, we had a couple of customers come over and I let them drive the Moto Compos around.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'll let me get them warmed up because they're a carbureted 2-stroke. They don't run super well until they're warmed up. So it's getting warmed up and doing little laps and stuff. And they get on the bikes and they're all like carefully driving them and everything. And then something switched and they started woohoo and just and then I started praying like, you guys, I don't know what your history is with bikes, and sure they're little toy bikes, but these things are worth a good amount of money
Yeah,
now, and I do
yeah.
not want you to be crashing these into a wall.
Yes, please.
I got a little nervous there. Okay, after Jacob, the last sales rep, the sales rep is me. You want to know how many sales that I made last year?
Drum roll.
You ready? 1 sale.
Oh,
Nice.
right.
Yeah.
What was the one sale?
I honestly didn't check it out.
I don't know
I
either.
just ran it through an Excel program that pulls out how many instances of each name,
Yeah.
and then it was like 1, and I was like, really?
It's probably an error. Not saying that because you don't sell any cars, but we have been
I
taking
think
all
it
of your
might
sales,
have
so.
been a car I purchased for myself.
Ah, that makes sense too, yeah.
Because I took it from the commission numbers, actually. So obviously we wouldn't be paying commission for a car that,
Yeah.
yeah. So there you go. I sold 1 car. So all of those people who are like, can I buy from Derek? Last car I bought from Derek was 8 years ago. Can I buy from him again? And I'm
Yeah.
like, sorry, I'm passing you off to someone else. It makes me feel really bad to say that because I really do like working with the customers, but
Yeah.
there
I've
gets to
often
be a
said-
point where it's just impossible.
Yeah.
And you're feeling that too, right? You do a lot of
Yeah.
sales plus management at the same
Yeah.
time. Lucky for you, a lot of your sales are dealer customers, so don't need as much like training
Yeah.
anymore. But at the same time, with the volume, it's just like,
There's only so much that one person can handle, so.
right. Yeah, and I totally miss working with customers. Every once in a while, something will happen, like you'll go on vacation and I'll have to work with customers. And
Yeah,
I'm
you always
like,
say.
this is a good time.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. Of course, if I did it every day, it might be like, always asking the same question over and over.
Well, it's like a lot of it is there's a difference between sales and inquiries, right? The inquiries are the difficult ones because there are tons of people that never become customers that may not understand the process or need help, and then that's
And it's quite involved
time-consuming and
too,
difficult.
right? Like this isn't like as soon as the customer is okay with signing up, then you're signed up, you're making sales now.
Yeah.
Like there
It's
is
a
a
lot of
training
hand-holding.
that has to go on and like a qualifying for the customer.
Yeah.
If the customer needs more help, we as sales reps need to be able to offer them that help. And sometimes we need to read between the lines because most people who inquire aren't going to be super open about how good their knowledge or understanding or experience is with any of this stuff. They're like, oh no, I got it. And we're like, really, do you have it? Because I'm here to give you help. And the more I help you in this phase, the better your chances are of purchasing a car later on. So it's like this, it's quite involved in trying to understand what each customer needs and then giving them what they need.
Yeah.
So we have to, especially like whenever we get a new sales rep, like when we had Jacob, it's like, hold on, don't let this person sign up yet. Let's give them more information before we decide if this is a customer that we can take on.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you're out there and you're thinking, ooh, importing a car from Japan sounds like me, we'll help you. We will guide you
This
through
guy
the
will help
process.
you. He
We will
did more
train
sales
you.
than anyone else. You did more than half of the sales for the company last year.
These are often established dealers that I've been working with for many years.
I know,
and-
but it still sounds good.
Sure, I'll take it.
I do more than half of the business in the business. I am the businessman.
I do the business.
Okay.
The bidness, as we like to refer to it. It's a little auction
Okay.
joke for you.
Yeah. I like I didn't catch it at first because I was thinking about the next thing to say. And then you did that sort of face where you're like, I said a joke and I'm waiting for somebody to acknowledge my joke.
Yep.
Okay, you see the percentage for this next one. It's the percentage of people that buy insurance for their cars. Do you think that this is higher or lower than you expected it to be? I think it's a little lower than I thought it was.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that, but not by too much, because I know that some of our very large dealers, I think the top 3 to 5 all get insurance. So,
But there are still a number of dealers that are not getting insurance on
True.
anything.
yeah, they self-insure.
And here's my take. Maybe you've got a different take on this than I do, but here's my take on it. If your company can afford to weather the storm of having a car or two come in completely broken or complete write-offs, and you can handle that, it's not worth it to buy insurance. If that would kill you, if you had a car come in and break down, then you should be buying insurance. Or
I just to clarify quickly, come in and break down would not be covered by insurance, but get damaged in shipping, right?
Sure.
Just I
Wrong
know that's
choice
what
of
you
words.
meant, but yeah.
or if the stress of that happening would be enough
Yep.
to cause you the inconvenience.
Yep.
So if I were doing 300 cars per year, I probably wouldn't be buying insurance
Yep.
because I would self-insure, because the amount of money that you pay toward insurance would eventually add up to, over the course of a year, more than the cost of several cars that you would buy.
Yeah.
And so this is always the case with insurance. Insurance companies need money.
Yep. And it's a you're hedging your bet, right?
Exactly.
I'm betting that the number of cars that I'm importing, there will be a small proportion that are broken, and I will use the money that I saved on insurance pay for these cars. That's what Derek means by self-insurance.
Question in the chat: what type of insurance are we talking about?
Shipping.
We sell the cream of the crop insurance.
The cream of the corn soup.
Put it on your head.
I can't.
So there are, this is important. This will be explained just very briefly because it is a more involved topic, but insurance comes in many different forms, and the type of insurance that you get from your car exporter will vary from one to the next. I am not a huge fan of insurance companies that will sell you insurance, and then when it comes time to make a claim, they'll be like, well,
The
look
whole
at this
reason
fine
that you got
print on the
insurance.
paper. We are not going to allow for this claim. As a result, we by default offer an insurance that is very good insurance. It covers with no deductible. It has covered every customer for every problem that they've had without fuss and has been extremely good. The downside to that is it's rather expensive. You get what you pay for, I think. And like I said, I just really hate companies who promise the moon and then deliver
Yeah.
crap.
I mean, you hear it with people who have car insurance and stuff, right? Your car gets in an accident or something, and somebody be like, oh, but you have insurance, right? And they're like, yeah, but if I make a claim, I got to pay the deductible, and then my premiums go up. And it's like, so why do you even have insurance then? And we don't ever want to be offering a service that then people are like, well, I purchased the insurance, and I feel like I got nothing. So we use, in our opinion, the best insurance company that we can. And yeah, they've never had a problem with paying out when things are damaged.
As
and
far
trashed.
as far as we know, we don't always hear the result of these insurance claims, but we
Yeah.
do enough to kind of feel like,
Yeah.
after as long as we've been doing it, you would.
And I expect a customer would come to us being like, hey, like I tried to get an insurance claim and it didn't work. We've never had that. Zero. Absolute
Yeah.
zero. So
Alex said that he needed to do that on one of his cars, and they covered everything and were easy to deal with.
And they cover up to 110% of the invoice. So it's not just what
Correct.
you pay for the car. It's the car, service fee, insurance, JAVIC,
Yeah.
transport, freight, everything plus 10% if it's a full write-off.
correct. And we do that for a reason, so that you're not out of pocket for all of those incidental costs that you've spent to export the vehicle, and you're not just insuring the vehicle, you're insuring the entire import and everything you've paid.
Just to completely close off with that, the question here is quite good. On a 20 million yen vehicle, what is the insurance roughly?
Lots.
Yeah, it's very high. It'd be
I don't have my calculator with me.
It'd
be like $2,000
to $3,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have had instances where people have bought really expensive cars and don't want to pay that much insurance, but still want some insurance. So there is a cheaper insurance that we can possibly get.
Yeah, we don't offer it to everyone, but when you're purchasing a very high value vehicle, it can be worth it.
Yeah, that's case specific. So ask your sales rep.
Yeah. If you are looking to purchase that kind of vehicle, then we can talk to you more about it. You have to be aware, though, that it's not just cheaper because it's not the same coverage. You get less coverage in the result of you needing to make a claim. So, honestly speaking, if you're buying a 20 million yen vehicle, $2,500 to $3,000 is not that much to protect your purchase. And although the insurance that we offer might be higher than other insurances, it's still worthwhile.
The
given
lower
the value of
insurances
the
don't
vehicle.
cover human error, and almost all of the problems are human error.
Yeah,
Like
the
somebody
loading
backs
guys in the
a
vessel.
car into your car. That's human error. And the cheaper ones are like, nope, has to be natural disasters only, or ship sinks only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not doing questions and answers right now. It was just
That's true.
on topic.
Did you get questions you don't want to answer? Is that why you said
No,
that?
I'm screenshotting questions that I want to answer later.
Next percentage, we have a odometer certification that is done by JAVIC. They
Wait,
look over the car.
Did we say the percentage of how many people?
Oh,
we didn't.
Thank you. 70% of people are buying insurance,
Okay.
which makes sense. I thought it would be higher than that. I was thinking maybe 80 or so percent.
Yeah. If you're in the chat and you're not a dealer buying a large amount of vehicles, we will always recommend insurance to you. If it's just your one
Individual
car purchase,
car, for sure.
Yeah, just protect it. It's not worth going through all of this trouble to buy a vehicle and then have to rebuy a vehicle. And we're actually dealing with someone in Europe right now.
No, Derek, questions come later.
Oh yes, that's true.
I like
That's
that
true.
question.
We're being reminded. Thank you.
Later.
I'm a dealer. Never mind.
Yeah, we're trying to interact, but anyway, we'll keep the show
The
going.
chat is so fun to look through that.
It is,
Yeah, I totally dig that. Okay, so percentage of people getting the odometer certification is 27%.
Yeah,
And
which
I think
makes
that's
sense.
fair enough.
Yeah.
If you're importing for yourself, I wouldn't buy it. If you're importing to sell and you think that having the odometer certified is going to help you sell the car, then absolutely yes. If I were an import dealer, I would be getting it on everything, because you would always have customers going, I've heard cars from Japan have unknown mileage.
Yeah.
Is this true? You can be like, ta,
Here's a certificate.
certificate.
Yeah,
Certified.
get certified.
It's just, it's a no-brainer. It's cheap too. It's 3,500 yen. So
I think
it's
this-
$20.
I think this next one is a bit more surprising than the insurance to me.
Percentage? Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so this requires some explaining.
Oh, because it includes the mini. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Makes sense.
there's percentage of people getting a car report. And so there's two ways that you can handle the export. You can buy the car, have it sent to the port, and out it goes, and you just get the 8 or so pictures that the port takes prior to shipping.
We never see this car. It's something we get
don't
asked a
see
lot.
the car unless it breaks down, and then we're like, okay,
Then we
let's
have
go
to
see
see the
this
car.
car. The other option is you get us to do the report on the car. And if you've bought from us before and you've bought this report, you know exactly what it is. But we got an email this week from somebody who's like, I got the car report and I was blown away by how good it is. It is so detailed, and you guys spend a good amount of time on it. It takes us over an hour to report on a car. And this is like usually around 100 pictures of it, including very detailed pictures of any of the damages. And sometimes we have to tell Jacob, like, you're getting too many damage pictures. As well as lots of great pictures for interior, exterior, all of that. A ton of videos, usually about 20 minutes of videos or more of each car.
That person also said he likes watching the Cool JDM show and the YouTube channel.
Oh,
Ooh,
just
thank
shout
you.
out. Thank
You're
you.
Cool.
Thank you. Thank you. I was happy reading that.
I gotta say, the reports are kind of what put PCA on the map.
Yeah, this was our advertising.
Yeah.
The YouTube videos, the video that we put on there is one portion of the report. And
Yep.
so all the videos that go on there are just customers who are like, yes, you may use the report that I purchased for your own advertising, which is very nice. Thank you for doing that. Only about 10% of people are getting their videos on
Yep.
YouTube, which is fine. We don't want to blast out so many of these. Otherwise, people wouldn't care about the channel. It would just seem like
wouldn't
spam.
Max
I
wouldn't
would
have
have-
enough time
yeah,
to
to do other
the,
stuff.
The cool JDM show, which you're watching right now live from Japan.
Probably less than 10% actually, because none of our dealers would put their videos
No.
on there.
Never.
And we're like 80 to 90% dealer purchases,
Yeah.
right? So probably only like 3 or so percent of all of our purchases go on YouTube.
Well, I mean, you guys can have a
Oh,
look.
we're
You know how
lagging
many-
again.
Ah.
Love it.
Is the audio still on? Because when this goes down, I think we lose both. No.
Sometimes we lose both, but sometimes we don't lose
Oh
both.
man.
I can see it in the too, so it's not an OBS issue. It is
You
an actual.
gave Mike less space.
No, I'm just cut off by the chat, but the actual thing is
Oh,
bigger. I think.
you're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
We're going through some turbulence. We have 800 kilobytes upload. That's not a lot.
huge. Oh,
We need 10,000.
yikes.
Back in my day.
Okay, stream broke down. But it should connect.
Bear with us?
Yeah.
That's the wrong spelling of bear with us.
That's
That
like-
means
Ah.
take off clothes with us.
Oh,
It's like bare bottom.
okay. I'll.
You are
I
bear
am
with
bare
us.
bottomed.
Yep,
Message,
so the-
message retracted.
So the non-native speaker made a mistake.
That's okay. That one is a very common mistake for people to make anyway.
So it's what? BAIR?
No, it's
like the animal.
It's the same as the animal for whatever reason.
Bear with. Okay.
I don't know why.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right. Like spell the animal
Rawr,
instead
guys.
of the bottom.
Rawr. Okay,
Bear.
so the number of people buying these reports, and okay, back up a little bit. If you are a car dealer and you qualify for our dealer program, then you also have access to another version of the report, which is a mini report shot at the port. Costs less money, but it's only for dealer customers because otherwise we would get flooded with the amount of work, and it's really dealers get a discount on these things, so it's worth it for our dealers, etc.
Yeah. It's also no video.
Yeah, 60%. 60% of our customers are getting these reports, either the mini one or the full one, which is
Oh, that's quite high.
pretty high attachment rate.
Yeah. I think because of the 30 reports, because a lot of dealers
Everything.
would not be getting full reports.
And these dealers like to get these reports because the pictures are good enough to pre-sell the vehicles before they land,
Yep.
which is a game changer. You're going through twice as many cars if you can do that. On to the most popular section, the most popular vehicles that we have exported in 2025. Now, without a doubt, our most popular one is
Oh no.
what?
I was reading through the list and I was like, no surprise, no surprise. Oh, all of them then.
Yeah. Without a doubt, our most popular vehicle for export was the K-Trucks.
Yep.
And I have put these all together and ripped them out of the list of the top 10 simply because K-Trucks are all basically the same. We've got 69 Suzuki Carries, 52
Nice.
Honda Actis, 41 Daihatsu Hi-Jets, 28 Subaru Sambars, 16 Mitsubishi Minicabs, and 3 Mazda Scrums. This includes van and truck versions of them.
Yep.
Why are you giving me a look, Max?
No, not.
Altogether
any
in
reason.
K-Trucks,
I know why.
209 were exported last year. That's
209. That's
that's
like
a
triple.
little over 20% of our sales are K-Trucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you've bought a K truck, you were in the number one most purchased. I was gonna say top 1%. And I was like, that doesn't make sense.
K-Trucks make sense because it's a vehicle that is not available in many markets, and they are just useful, not too expensive, semi-reliable. I mean, to the U.S. they're older, so they're
Why
gonna
have
be
two people
a little
asked
less
about Mighty
reliable.
Boys? Did someone say something?
We have not sold
Mighty
any
Boys,
Mighty Boys ever.
Yeah. Oh, ever?
They are very, very old and have only like 550cc. They're the old K
Yeah.
trucks, or they're not a K truck. They are the old K vehicles when they have 550cc engines, non-turbo, rust a lot, and are fairly expensive in good condition, over 1 million yen. Very, very cool, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be the first.
If
you're
we
watching
sell
this.
a Mighty Boy, Max will make a special video for you.
We're
that would
extending
actually
the
be
offer.
Very fun.
I extend the offers. I decide
All-
what Max works on.
All Mighty Boys now covered by the PCA
Yeah, we should give it a name.
$30,000 report guarantee. If that's the value.
The mighty report.
3030. It costs $30,000 and the video is 30 minutes long.
30 minutes? Wait a
Max is
second.
gonna do a
30
1 minute
wait,
video.
30 30 30. $30,000,
Hey.
30-minute video, and you will receive it within 30 days.
Just to clarify, Derek will give you $30,000, 30 minutes of video within 30 days.
Speaking of 30,000, we've got a customs problem with the U.S. that I have been. It's
yeah.
over $30,000 that customs is trying to squeeze out of us, and they don't. They
Incorrectly.
They incorrectly, absolutely incorrectly, because we know our stuff, and they're like, pay us $30,000, and we petition to them, and they're like, nope, even though they're completely wrong. So we're
Yeah.
sending a second petition to them.
Aw.
But anyway, Mighty Boy, if you buy one, you get a cool video. We've never sold
30,
one.
30, 30.
The 30, 30, 30.
The Mighty Boy mods.
Mighty Boy mods.
Okay, so on to the real cars. First car. I wonder if the chat can guess. This is the only one where we'll get the chat to guess.
This is
what
the
was
number
our
one
most
car.
popular car for
yeah.
export?
So can I give them what the last year one was?
What was the last year one? Do you remember?
Alphards, wasn't it?
Alphard's was
No,
our
I
second
remember.
most popular, or a
It
third
was a
most
high
popular.
ace.
Okay.
100
that makes
series
sense.
high ace.
High Ace was the most popular last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
it's
so
not a High Ace.
yeah, so right, that was last year, and it's not the most popular.
And
this
just to give the idea, we put multiple versions of the same model together just because it was easy. So if there's like Pajero and Pajero Mini, they would both count as Pajeros. I know it's not accurate, but it's much easier to get the statistics for it that way.
year. The first two guesses are correct.
Land Cruiser and
They
Rankle.
got it immediately.
Who put Rankle?
Yeah, that's a fun little.
Velfire, Alpha, definitely Land Cruiser.
Yeah, so Land Cruisers were number one with 84 purchases made. So this is Land Cruiser 70 series, 80 series, 100 series, 200 series. I don't think we sold any 60 series last year. I think they've gotten too old, and we definitely
Yeah.
didn't sell any 40 series or 50 series.
Say again how many Land Cruisers last year?
84.
Because 84?
Yeah.
The high ace last year was 38. That was the number one.
I wonder if
Really?
According
because
to what we said in the last stream about.
We must have
2024.
taken the K trucks out that time
Yes,
too.
yes.
But also, we might not have included Prados with last year's Land Cruisers.
Yeah,
and
we did.
this year.
Okay.
I think.
And the Prados are a big one. I think at least 30% of our more than 30% of our
Yeah.
Land Cruisers would be Prados. 50% maybe.
And yes, Denzel, 5 of those are yours.
Like 5 of those are mine.
Shout out
At
to
least
Grant.
half are lifted, exactly. And this year we want to make it so that all of the Land Cruisers we export are lifted.
And
Grant
that we
will
get a
lift them.
video of Grant driving them.
Yeah.
Yeah. We definitely need a
are
video
very
on the Drives
amused by
Japan
this.
channel of Grant like actually off-roading a lifted Land Cruiser.
I would love that.
where
yeah.
he's like all leaning over and panicking.
I want to just get
So
one.
the thing is, though, if you say off-roading, you're asking me to take it to the one environment where it should belong. That defeats the whole purpose of why I don't like driving these.
I didn't finish what I was saying. We're going to do urban off-roading, which is off-roading except in the city,
At your house.
off the streets. Like you go to school and then go drive up their stairs or something.
Oh, so
this is gonna be
we're getting the
great.
cops called on us and we're all being deported.
Not if
then.
you do it fast enough. Number 2 vehicle with 59 sold was the High Ace, so a good jump in the amount of High Aces that we sold. Good to see that. High Aces are fantastic. Number 3, this was a surprise for me. Toyota Crown. I did not expect the Crown to be number 3. I think it would have been like number 10 plus last year.
I love that it's up there, though.
Yeah, Crowns are awesome.
I'm a huge fan of crowns. And
Yeah.
because nowhere else in the world got them other than Japan for the most part, I think maybe recent models they've started going around. A great purchase.
Yeah, good stuff. Number 4, and again, this is 2 models. The Hilux. Hilux pickups, Hilux surfs put together.
Yeah.
And that
All great
was
cars.
27 of them.
You know what I just realized?
No?
Toyota, Toyota, Toyota,
I know.
Toyota, Toyota.
I wrote a post on Reddit not too long ago, and it was like, it was talking about how there's no K trucks in the USA, right? And so I was like, I think it's a good idea to allow K truck. Oh no, into Canada. This is okay. Sorry, I just remembered exactly how this went. Canada is going to allow Chinese vehicles in with rolling back the 100% tariff down to 6.1% tariff
Wow.
now. And they're going to allow up to 49,000 vehicles to be imported into Canada per year. So really small limit
Yeah.
for that. And so this is seen as a detachment from the U.S. policies because Canada was always very tight with the U.S. and the U.S. is like, let's make these frivolous requirements for vehicles like the 5-mile-per-hour bumper standards so that it's harder for international car companies to compete with domestic car companies. But because the U.S. is like, hey, we want to take over Canada, Canada is like, okay, well, we're going to separate our policies from yours a little bit so that we're not so dependent on you. Makes sense, right? So I was saying, okay, well, let's allow K cars in, but let's not stop there. Let's also let in some of these cool JDM cars like the Alphard, like the
Yeah.
Hilux pickup, like the Hiace, like these Land Cruisers, because we're no longer determined by what the U.S. wants to have in their country. And I realized after I wrote the list, everything on the list was Toyotas.
Yeah.
I just thought, what are the cars that I wish Canada got? And it turned out they were all Toyotas.
Yeah.
And then later on down the list, there was like Jimny, and like I think the Jimny would be great to have in.
What do you think is the probability of Canada opening up to new cars from Japan?
I don't know. The problem is it's a small market, so it would have to be worth it for the Japanese manufacturers to sell them in Canada as well.
But can you imagine Hiaces for skiers and snowboarders and things like that?
Hiaces is
It's
super dope. The
it's
problem
the
with
perfect
Hiaces, though,
vehicle.
crash standards, being a cab over,
Yeah.
right?
Well, they've got the new one, right? Like if they're allowing brand new vehicles in, it's probably a bit
The
better,
world
but-
one with the engine in front.
Yeah.
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 I could see something like that. I think they would sell pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat wants to lobby the government so we become the major broker for Canadian imports.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
can lock this down.
Yeah.
Lock it down.
Carney, Prime Minister Carney will be like, I have a guy in Japan.
I've got a guy. This guy. Yeah.
This guy.
Also, somebody asked for your Reddit handle. They want to read up on that.
No, I will
assume
not
you're
say what my
gonna
Reddit
give
handle is because most of my comments are in the Smash Brothers subreddit.
Well, now they can find you.
No, now someone's.
I'm Derek Weldon from Pacific Coast Auto, but I play Smash Brothers. You'll never find him.
We do have a Pacific Coast Auto handle, but we
your own
rarely
subreddit,
use it.
right?
It's only for...
Yeah.
I think there hasn't been something posted for like 5
Wait,
years.
we have a subreddit?
I think there's a Pacific Coast Auto subreddit
I
that's
thought somebody
completely
else
inactive.
started it.
Yeah, you
I
wouldn't
don't
start it.
believe you're allowed to start your own as
Yeah.
per Reddit's policies.
Right. Okay.
So if someone wants to go on the Pacific Coast Auto subreddit,
And fill it with hate
no,
and scams and slander, you'll definitely see us show up.
I shall summon them.
Okay, so the Hilux and the Hilux Surf. Next one, Alphard. It's fallen down 2 places since last year. Alphard / Velfire, they're put into the same category because they're essentially the same vehicle. 26 of those sold. More of them to UK than to Canada, I believe. The UK had a big hit because there was somebody who imported on YouTube with 30,000 views. That's like, I bought from Pacific Coast Auto and saved 6,000 euros.
Ah, right.
And
Cool.
then they were like, it was Pacific Coast Auto. And we suddenly got a whole bunch of Alphard orders from, we were like, where are these coming from?
and then the stream is going out again.
Can you hear us?
No, at the moment I don't
Going
think.
through the vortex. Thank you. If you can hear this, thank you for sticking around. I know it's frustrating when you have these kind of issues.
Yeah.
Next step is contacting the internet provider and being
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
In the hopes that swear didn't come through.
No, it says connect your encoder to start preview.
Yeah, but
We should
sometimes
be.
the audio comes
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
and they're gonna,
fuck. Fuck.
everyone else
Oh
is
no,
thinking
it's back.
Yeah. Can everyone tell me if you heard that? Derek used up more than his one swear.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally
It lags every time Derek goes on a tangent.
30 seconds of downtime every now and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assume we're back.
Next one, Pajeros. This one's cheating because there are a whole bunch of different Pajeros. There's regular Pajero. There's like the short wheelbase one. There's the IO. There's the Mini. There's the Junior. Still, we sold a decent amount of Pajeros. It surprised me because it's been 10 plus years since Pajeros were one of the top cars. Used to be that people were like, Pajero and Delica were really popular.
Yeah,
Not so much
Delica's not here, are they?
Delica just barely missed the list.
Those
of the top 10.
D5s aren't as popular as I thought they might be.
Yeah, they probably should be. Next one, Jimny. This surprised me a bit. 20 Jimnys sold. That's good to see. Jimnys are
Yeah.
fantastic. Every generation of Jimny is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Go get one, bash around in the bush for a bit.
Yeah.
Next one, a little bit of a surprise, 14 Cayennes. That would
Oh.
make them the most popular Euro vehicle
Yeah.
that we sold.
Mm-hmm.
Good value, I think. That's what drives most people.
They're cheap.
Very cheap.
I'm hoping to see people buy more Boxsters and Caymans first generation. I think the value you get out of them at the moment for the money that you can spend, incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a shop who is doing a K20 and K24 swap kit for those.
Wow.
And I think that's the best combination probably that you can do.
I
Although-
like the way those cars drive too.
Yeah.
Even the 2.7.
I want to go on a tangent, but you can say no.
No, the internet will drop out.
No,
Oh,
it's
right.
only when I go on a tangent.
Ah, okay.
So you said like even cooler that there's a K20 swap, but why not just get a Civic or any kind of Honda Integra?
Fair.
Mid-engine.
It's mid-engine rear-wheel
Mm.
drive.
Mid-engine rear
Yeah,
drive.
mid-engine rear drive.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Even so, Honda does such good front wheel drive cars. Front wheel drive cars get a lot of hate, but they are fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Now I want to try driving a K20 swapped Porsche. Porsche.
Or that one that was at the auto salon that was a Sarah that had a K20 and an SR20 in it.
Yeah, that was... Yeah.
We couldn't choose our favorite engine, so we did both.
Yeah, K20 beats the SR20. Sorry, Nissan guys.
You want me to finish the list real quick? You want a tangent?
Small tangent. SR20 is a good engine. The way I said it made it sound like it's not a good engine. It's just the Honda one is a better engine. Okay, finish the list. Legacy with 13, Estima with 12, Stepwagon with 12, and that is the top 10 only because Estima and Stepwagon were both 12 sold, so it's really top 11.
You know
And
what I just
then-
realized? What you were saying about the high aces going to Canada, how many of these are vans? Tons of them are vans. Means
Oh, yeah.
there's not good foreign, well,
Yeah.
I shouldn't say not
Well,
good, but
the
Japanese vans
minivans
are
in North
good.
America suck.
Yeah.
The Japanese ones are just so much better in every way.
Alphads are supremely
You're
cool.
gonna buy one.
I do want one, yeah, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Okay, some surprising ones. Number one, the Delica didn't make the top 10. That was surprising. Stepwagon also didn't make the top 10. That was surprising. A car we used to sell a ton of, the Toyota Celsior, we only sold 8 of last year.
Oh.
Mostly because prices went up for that.
Prices went way up.
We have sold probably over 1,000 Skylines in the time that we've been in business. We sold only 11 last year.
Again, price
But-
increases.
R34 GTR.
And one R34 GTR, and a total of 3 GTRs last year. There were months.
Oh,
at
one of each?
time, we told. I just realized why that was broken. It's not 3. Because the 33 is BCNR, and I was looking up a
Oh.
BNR.
Because I was like, I think we did 2 32s, a 33, and a 34.
Yeah, that would
Okay.
be right. So
Okay.
4 of them, but there were months before that we sold 15 GTRs in one
Yeah.
month, or 1 month that we sold 15.
Yeah.
So,
Price increases. Actually, this whole list is about price
and the
increases.
cars are just getting older. Like
true.
once the car
Yeah.
reaches a certain age, there aren't that many left.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
I
straight the barrel.
I researched that. If you have a car from the 80s today, the chances are high that probably around 1 to 2% of the initial production numbers are still driven on the road.
Wow.
Wow, that is.
That is not a
incredibly
lot.
low. Yeah.
In the case of the Honda City Turbo 2, it's 10,000 cars produced, roughly.
10,000 Turbo 2s. So you're talking about the Mighty Car Mods one, right?
Yeah.
The one they bought in Mighty Car Mods.
So
And then
think
made the
about
video.
10,000 produced,
So there's
and
only
you're at
about
2%, and it would be 200 of them. Is that correct?
But,
Is that
but this is
0.2%?
going to vary.
0.02%?
Like a car like the Turbo 2 is an enthusiast car. There's going to be
Probably
a higher
higher
percentage
percentage.
of enthusiast
But it
cars.
was also raced, which
It was and it wasn't. Like
it was raced in New Zealand, and that's why they've got a whole
it was
bunch of them.
raced in the one make race with the wide body kits and all of that. Outside of that, I don't think that they were used very much for racing
Yeah.
because the next generation of City was just so much better on the track.
Yeah.
People would just use that. It just wasn't competitive.
Just to quickly jump in, we do have an on-topic question from Grego. We sold 1 RX-7.
That's it.
Did it break down?
Yeah. It probably did. I don't remember.
I was gonna
I
say.
like how he answered before he knew the
yeah,
answer.
of course it did.
That's so small.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They were.
That's sad.
It's funny because when we look at like many years ago, even before I was here, like you look in a week's worth of sales, it would be 3 R32 GTRs, 2 AE86s, Chases, RX-7s, just
And now it's all minivans
yeah.
and Land Cruisers. But Land Cruisers are awesome, and the vans here are awesome too.
Yeah. Times have changed.
Small tangent. I'm looking at the clock too.
Yeah,
Max.
thank you.
If PP1 is in the chat, just want to say sorry about last week. I was a little bit hard on the beat.
Too hard, in fact.
Yeah, I was like, no, that beat sucks at handling. And I wanted to add a little bit more context to that. The beat handles well and is fun to drive on streets. But the difference between street driving and track driving is what is not realized by most people. It's a completely different beast. Because on track, you're constantly within 0 to 10% of your max grip, which you never do on the streets unless you're driving like an animal. But to do it on a track, you do that on every single one of the corners to be as fast as you can.
Yeah.
And this car will have good handling, but will fall off right at that end that you require for circuit driving. And this is why you don't see them on the circuit too much. The city, we were comparing
Track
the
junkie.
beat. We were comparing the beat to the city. The city is the same way. It doesn't the City Turbo 2 doesn't have good handling on the track either. It's just an old style car with not a developed chassis and not very good suspension in comparison to what came after that. So we were comparing two cars that just aren't track cars, but the handling prowess is still pretty decent. Okay. Sorry.
Derek's on that track crack. He's like all about the track performance. Best minivan on the track, go.
Elysian. Unless the Odyssey counts as a minivan.
I like how you had those answers just like ready to go.
Yeah, I always think about what minivans are good on the track.
Okay, tangent's done. Max is not pointing at the clock, but he's like, hurry the F up.
Okay, some other ones. Chasers, only 3 of them. I didn't actually count all the JZX100s. There's probably more that we bought. MR2, only 3 of them. And Altezza, your boy Max, 11 of them, which is probably
11.
pretty high.
Yeah,
Might have been one of our highest years for Altezzas.
I think, that
Didn't
Yeah.
make the top 10, but still almost did.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to do these next two.
Yeah, let's just... I thought they were interesting, but they are a little bit inside baseball, aren't they?
Yeah.
If you're going to do it quite quickly because you also want to fix Nissan in this show.
Okay, we're going to fix
And
Nissan.
that's a really fun discussion.
Let's do it.
I want people to really pay attention to that and like riff off it and bounce ideas and stuff. So can we just
Okay.
go straight to that?
Yeah. Okay, so the other day I was thinking Nissan is...
Failing.
That's exactly it. The company Nissan is doing very poorly. They have had almost minus profit for the last 3 years. And they don't have any cars at the moment that are really pushing the envelope. The Fairlady was kind of supposed to be that, but it is also so similar to the previous one. And a lot of people didn't buy them because dealer markups in the USA,
Yeah,
and then
they're
that
very
killed a lot of
expensive.
enthusiasm for it. And you got
While going to the auto salon, I said something I thought was really funny. Nissan is like the animal at the zoo who's just sitting at the back of the cage doing nothing, and you are on the window knocking on it and be like, "Hey, do something cool!"
and this is in stark contrast with how Nissan used to be.
Yeah.
Nissan's whole thing was, we win at racing and then bring that to you as a consumer. And they were, especially in the 80s, very much on the cutting edge of technology, along with other brands. But it would be arguable that they would have beat the likes of Toyota and Honda during the 80s. A lot of the best cars that people see, like Fairlady, Hakoska, Skyline, even things like the Pulsar, Sylvia, all these cars are enthusiast darlings, and people love and adore them. And as we've seen on a previous show, the prices of Skylines went up over 1,000% over the course of 10 years. People love those Skylines. People love the Sylvias, and the amount that they're selling for right now is the same, if not more, than a brand new Nissan of the same. Like, this is absurd to have this sort of reverence for a brand that is no longer actually selling anything that anybody wants. If you drive a new Nissan now, people make fun of you. I'm not saying it's justified that people do that, but it's like, you drive a Murano or you drive an Altima? What are you doing?
Yeah. You picked that?
Nissan for the past 15 years has been selling more cars than ever before to fleets, and When you start selling to fleets, you're circling the drain because those fleet vehicles go through, they get sold to the used market, used prices fall, lease buybacks fall. It's bad news. Nissan needs a product that is going to refresh the brand and bring it into the next generation.
And Derek has the solution.
And Mike has the solution.
I just agree with the solution and want to make it work. So like,
I can poke plenty of holes into the solution,
but we won't be
it is a
doing that
fun
here.
It is a fun solution. I'd say.
Oh, I'm more than happy to be here to play devil's advocate on this one because I
Mute Grant's mic.
think it's,
Okay, muted.
but I don't agree.
So wait. What don't you agree on before we start?
Oh no,
No, we have
get
to
there.
explain it
We got to lay
before
out
he
the idea
cannot agree.
first.
Oh, okay. So
So, small caveat. I don't think that this is even possible.
I do. And I want it to be possible. I want it to be possible more than I think it'll be possible.
Okay,
But
so
it is a cool idea, so keep an open mind and share feedback as we go through this.
okay. So here's what we do. Nissan needs to re-release the S13 Silvia and the R32 Skyline, both at the same time, as close to the way that they were previously as they can possibly be. However, they need to be able to pass emission standards and they need to be able to pass crash protection. And so certain things like the chassis and the engine can't be kept the same. You can do a replica of the engine that can still, different head, same block. They can bolt into the old ones and the new ones, that sort of thing. But it requires a new chassis to be developed. The Silvia and the Skyline, using current chassis technology, can probably use the same chassis between the two of them,
Yeah, sure.
honestly. And you would want them to be as similar as they were before so that they are just like a re-release of them. Now, this isn't a brand new idea. There are a bunch of manufacturers, including Nissan, who have done this before. You could buy in the 90s a 1960s Jeep from Mitsubishi that was the same thing. There was a Sunny truck from Nissan that you could buy. It was a 1960s vehicle that was sold through the 90s. So it's a newer version of the old version of their car. The Sunny truck is worth a lot of money right now because it was made in the 90s but emulates the 70s, and the 70s cars are all too trashed to buy again, and so the 90s version of it, people want that nostalgia. If people are willing to spend 10 million yen right now on a Skyline,
Yeah.
not even a GTR, on a
No.
regular version of the Skyline that has very low mileage, a brand new one that has no mileage, they should at least have enough profit in that to be able to sell it for a niche price. Maybe 4 million yen, maybe 5 million yen, a little bit more than you would sell the Fairlady for as a classic designed car.
Isn't the Fairlady already 6 million?
I don't know how much it is.
5 or 6? I think it's around 5 or 6.
Right. Sell it for 10 or 15% higher, 20% higher than that. It'll be a low volume play, but I think it will really grab the enthusiasm, and it would be such a different idea that people would be paying attention to it. And that's what
Yeah.
Nissan needs, is people to pay attention to them.
I think we talked a lot about whatever they do, it needs to make a splash. Like it has to immediately land as a whoa, you guys are really going to do that? And they're like, yeah, we are. And that
And it
is
would
what you
make
want.
such a splash. So many people hold
Yeah.
those cars in such high regard, and they're like, what? We could get a new one? We've seen the new 86, right? There's this company in China that makes a chassis as a replica of the old
Yeah.
86, but now you can buy that chassis, right? And you can buy parts from Porsche or Toyota or Mazda that are brand new
heritage
versions
programs, yeah.
of their heritage parts,
Yeah.
right? Take it to the next step, Nissan. Make it in larger production volumes so the price per part can be smaller, and then you can give it to people that can actually afford it. Like a brand new Miata to go through the heritage program is over $100,000 for that Miata.
Yeah.
That because of too small a volume, meaning the prices are going to be too high
But
for
that's,
everything.
that's also different. You take an old car and then you try to rebuild that in such
Sure.
a heritage program. You would be thinking about doing a complete new chassis that conforms
Right.
with new regulations, but the design of the car is more true to
Enough that the body panels can swap onto it if possible.
Right. So I feel like, do you want to go into the next part of that right away?
Just
What's
one
the next
second.
part of that?
Just 1 second. Zaid said the demographic of a new Silvia or Skyline cannot afford to buy it new. And Nissan cannot afford to make that risk.
But people are
I-
buying them for more money now than they would sell them for.
Correct.
No, sorry. You go ahead.
Well, you look at the value of these cars in the used market right now. Like an R34 GTR is 10 million, 20 million, 30 million yen for these special models. People are spending ludicrous money on them. So there are people out there who have the money to spend. Even if you just look at chases and things like that, people are buying smashed up drift cars
For
with
4 million yen.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, like you can't tell us that the money isn't there. Like,
So
especially with
here's the
financing.
argument. The argument goes that there wouldn't be enough people. Sure, the money is there for the good ones that are in used condition because there are so few of them. But if they were sold brand new, then there would be enough of them that there wouldn't be this desire to buy them as much. But you probably wouldn't sell too many of them. The whole idea of it is to do this as a marketing thing to
Like a Halo
invigorate.
project.
And Toyota did the same thing with the 70 series Land Cruiser full 10 years after it went out of production. They did a limited run of 1,000 units.
Right.
And those things are worth twice the original retail price only 7 years afterwards. And I think if Toyota does it with the 70 series Land Cruiser, that's one thing, because it's like, oh, well, this is just the same one you can buy in Kuwait or in Australia or something like that, just brought to the Japanese market. But the Nissan Halo cars, the Silvia and the Skyline, just have so much more of a springboard attached to those cars than Toyota does for the 70 series. Sure, Toyota's got a ton more money than Nissan does, but I feel like Nissan's benefit for this, for the amount of money they put in, would be higher.
And I think the market would get whiplash from that announcement. Everyone would be like, there's no way. This is AI slop. Nissan are not really doing that, and Nissan like want to see the factory. These things are being built.
And then the next part, Grant wants to talk.
It's okay. Keep going. Oh, wait.
The next part of this is that if
Lindsay's
it's
saving it
successful
up, you know.
for the R32 and the S13, then the idea is to continue releasing as they get more popular. So you would see the R33 and the S14 come out another 4 years later, or another 3 years later, or something. And then the next version of it to come out after that, if there's still a lot of desire
Which
for
at
them.
this point, the market would be so hard with anticipation that you would just have to keep going. Like the R34 and the S15 are just around the corner. There's no way.
You'd stop at the S15 and the R34, though. There wouldn't be any more desire for the ones that came after that.
Yeah, but as a three-phase like project, like people, I don't know. I could see some reluctance in phase one, right? You push through to phase two, and people are like, okay, now phase three's coming. Like,
And then you're stretching. This is still a little tongue-in-cheek. Like,
yes, but think about the
it's fun.
cool
It's
possibilities.
more fun to think about, and then Nissan would be like, "That was fun to think about. Now let's continue making the boring
No.
Muranos that we made."
I mean, see you later then, because that's where they're headed. You could blame mismanagement and things like that as well, but
I do want to add to all of that, though, that the prices of the cars currently and the demand is also the nostalgic value. And if you redo a car new, even though it looks the same, it will not have that.
So we discussed this because it mirrors what happened with the Supra. The Supra in the States was worth $60,000, and then as soon as you can import them from Japan, the price went down to $40,000. And then there was this difference. You got the USDM one, then you hate the JDM ones because they're essentially lowering the value, which is what you would have if this happened, right? All the classic people who have them in really good condition that it's currently worth $80,000 or $100,000 for those cars.
who they just purchased
You
for
would
that
get
money.
these Nissan enthusiasts resenting these new ones coming out because they are now taking value away from what they like. So the people that you would like to impress the most, you're now potentially disappointing. So
I have to say that is a reason why they have to make it that they have to do it at a level that is going to, like, you're going to attract people's attention by saying we're re-releasing the Skyline and the Silvia, right? Immediately you've got eyes on you. That's fine. In order for this to be a success, you don't go to BMW and get them to build the engine for you. You do everything in-house and you make damn
like I
sure.
said, the pieces should match the old ones so that those people
Right.
who have the old ones are no longer like, oh, I need a distributor cap and that's $800 instead of $20.
Right.
You know?
So now the costs for like redesigning chassis and machines
I want to know
and
what
testing
the
and
chat is saying.
yeah,
about this.
I want to look so badly, but I also want to like say some more things before I look. Part of the way to make this more viable for Nissan is what Derek said, with the parts being lining up with the originals. heads or blocks or body
You
panels.
could do a
things
modern
like that.
head as long as it mates up to the block, because then the old people would want to have the modern head on their old car.
Right. So part of the reason
If
is
they
you
did the old Fair Lady and then had a twin cam head that
Yeah.
anyone from the old ones could put. Everyone from the old Fair Lady wants the twin cam head with the cross flow design.
Yeah. And have those parts be purchasable separately from the cars so that people can fix their old cars. If you don't have enough money to buy a brand new S13 in 2030, let's say, 2031, Nissan, you got 5 years. If you want,
Starting now.
if you cannot afford that brand new S13 in 2031, and you have an S13 and you want to buy replacement parts from their heritage program, boom,
Heritage
right onto
program
your.
parts are expensive.
Of course,
Like-
but they're not as expensive
Like
as buying a whole
10,
new car.
10 times the original price of what those prices were selling for.
Yeah.
We got a comment here.
Hang
Wait
on,
a second.
hang on.
Grant.
Grant, no. Grant, I'm going to give you a second to speak about this because I think you've probably got some good things to say. I just wanted to note one thing that was in the chat, though. It says 90s teens and adults are looking for this. You have to time this right because this is a nostalgia play. You would need to time it so that the people who desired these cars when they were younger are the age that they can buy them when they're older.
Yeah.
So 30 years seems to be the cycle for this. Do a Nintendo thing and be like, hey, guys, remember playing this when you were 7? Well, your kids are 7 now and you can play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need that nostalgia, otherwise it's not
I
gonna
agree
work.
to Alex though. The time would be now, really, because all of the people who watched Too Fast to Furious when they were young, kind of gotten onto the point
And
that
that's
they have the money to purchase one.
Now and forward, right? Like, I'm at the age where, like, can you buy a new car? Have you been successful or not? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it takes 5 years before you've built up the money or the
the
career
people
and
who
you
have the money
salary.
are 40 to 60 years old. That would be your target buyer.
Yeah.
There's still 20 years within that window.
Yeah, and that's enough for, like,
Maybe
every
then
5
the
years you get the
S13 is
14, 15.
no, the S13 would be in your kind of age bracket. Would be the
What did he
S13
say?
came out in 88.
88.
88.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have been 6 years old when that came out and not desiring that car.
I remember playing the first Tokyo Extreme Racer at a friend's house, and he was like, "Oh, I got the S13." I looked at it, and I was like, "That car
That's
is
old.
ugly." When I was a kid,
I
and now
remember
I'm like,
being shown the Skyline for the first time in Gran Turismo 1 and the guy that I was playing with going, "This is the best car in the game." And I was like, "What's so good about that?"
"Yep."
I just want to say one thing because I think Grant's itching to get in here. The Heritage program, you say that the parts are super expensive. If you're rebuilding the S13, and what I'm saying is you use those parts that are currently going on the S13, they're being mass produced for brand new cars. You just build extra of those parts, which you then sell separately. And as long as they made up to the original S13 and everything, or if as much as possible, then they don't have to be so expensive as we're just making these parts for old cars. It's like, no, these are new parts going on a brand new cars. They happen to fit on your old car. So
That is mega engineering.
Grant,
Yeah.
let's hear you. I said poke holes in this. Let's hear you rip us a new one.
I mean, look, I'm not going to act like it's not a really fun idea. I think it would be super cool if this happened.
it's more than that, Grant.
Where's the butt?
But I think, like
Fight
we,
me!
like we saw with Toyota with the 70 series, I think it's cool as a one-off publicity stunt. You make 1,000 of them or something. You sell them for probably a hell of a lot of money, and just kind of see what happens. But I've been kind of following along with Zaid in the chat, and I'm with him on this one. Like, the amount of R&D that would be required to, just
Zaid's an
re-engineer a
engineer.
chassis so that it meets every modern global safety standard, but also bolts onto all of the original parts completely.
That's
Like-
that's a bit of a pipe dream.
Yeah.
The immediate thing that comes to my mind, like, take the S13. You've got a car that released in 88 that was probably designed in 85, and, like, those pencil A-pillars will not pass any crash standard anywhere in the world anymore. You cannot do it.
But I'm sorry. I'll let you continue.
Oh, no, I mean,
You're done? Good. Mute it. Nah.
Unless you do like a full carbon magnesium
Or
reinforced
something.
chassis that is then like
I
supercar
don't,
territory.
I don't agree with that. I think that car makers make the chassis using a grade of steel that has improved over time. But
so
they
then why
they're
aren't
always
new
using-
cars being made now just made of a better grade of steel so that we can
You
actually
didn't
see
let
out
me-
of
You
them?
didn't let me answer though. the high grade steel that's required in order to have a chassis be the same size would be prohibitively expensive for any of the cars that are produced right now.
And heavy.
All right. Fair.
I don't know because I'm not a chassis engineer, but I believe once you get to a high enough grade of steel, then your chassis actually gets smaller because the grade is harder and stronger.
Yeah, I don't have the sort of engineering knowledge either to say for sure on that. The other thing that gets me, that I think speaks to the bigger issue with this, is if you look at, specifically talking about Japan, the fact that in the mid 80s to mid 90s, like, cars like that were desirable for average people to have. Like, the Silvia was mostly marketed at mid 20s professional women. It became a drift boy stance hot boy thing much later. Like, these were mass market cars back then, and I don't think you can sell anything to an enthusiast market anymore because car enthusiasts don't buy cars.
Yeah, that is a shame.
That's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
But these car enthusiasts are getting to the age where they can afford to buy something cool. Like, you see, like, middle-aged men buying Mustangs or Corvettes or something. These are pretty big money cars. If this is the level that
you think about it,
at.
if you re-release the S13, you would potentially speak to the same target group as the GR86 or an ND Miata.
I don't
Roadster
think
buyer.
so at all. I think that this
Yeah.
is sold to the boomers.
The GR86?
No, the redo of the
these
Nissan
ones.
cars, because it's going to have to be 50% more expensive than it would normally be.
Yeah.
And I
And
guess
then they already have the Fairlady Z in that
Right.
price
But
range, and they still don't sell that very
They
well.
would-
But why, though?
If I had a choice, like, Fairlady Z doesn't interest me at all. These remakes would interest me, and I'm sure I'm not the only one that feels that way. I want to talk back about the chassis, though. I feel like the only way that you can do this, because honestly thinking, and this is probably the biggest hole, it would be impossible to do a bespoke chassis to make this make financial sense, whatever. I think what you do is that certain places will allow you to have a chassis that doesn't pass safety regulations as long as it's a low enough production number.
Yeah.
Like Lotus Elise, you get in an accident to that, you don't have a head anymore. It'll
Yeah, it's
just
a tube
shing.
frame.
Right.
yeah, that is possible.
You would
and so
just create something, and it would potentially be on a modular platform, and you can drop the idea that body panels have to fit on if that's not possible.
Drop that idea.
I guess then the ultimate point I would get back to is if this is a pitch to save the company, then this is a super limited run, high value, high return marketing stunt that should theoretically then drive people to buy Nissan's boring cars and actually make them money.
That is a very good point, Grant.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say something out of turn here. I realize it's out of turn before I say it.
Is it a rant?
No, it's a
He's going to say that we need to hurry up because of time. Is that right?
no. Would never.
Who would say that?
I think you guys are getting too caught up in the semantics of like frame and chassis composition and stuff. AI is going to solve all of that. Okay, so we just don't even
Mike
need
is
to worry.
joking. Mike is joking. Mike is absolutely joking. We are not talking about AI.
You guys need to utilize AI more when you're thinking about this. You know, it's just going to happen.
Okay, let's just
Okay,
take a step back. Wait a second. Take a
I
step
got a
back.
funny thing to say that makes no sense at all.
That's what I said.
How about we agree on that Nissan should just produce a cool and good car?
Man, I think
And that's it.
I saw somebody mention this in the chat, and I'm totally on board with that. The IDX concept from a while back, that was like a
Oh,
revived
yeah.
510.
Yes.
If they made that thing,
These things need to
Stupid
happen.
Nissan keeps doing this. Their concept cars are often really cool, and then you would never see them.
I'm going to say
They've
this.
been doing it for decades.
How about you do a car that looks like the S13, but is actually a nice electric car?
honestly,
I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay, so
no. After seeing
I got
that
a fix.
Toyota, like the GR EV converted
Correct.
86,
With a manual.
I'm on board.
nope.
Electric S13 with a manual.
So Grant
Neo.
had said, I'm just switching this because I'm the boss. Grant had said that, like, sure, you sell this, it's a marketing thing, and then the conversion over to Nissan's other cars, right, is going to be a hard thing to do. You don't get the benefits from the marketing if you're selling them a car that they don't want, right? Makes sense. Scrap all of their lineup and just make all of their old cars again. We'll get the President, we'll get the old version of the Elgrand,
1,000 units
we'll get the
each.
SEMA, the Gloria, the Cedric, the Stagia.
Yeah, why not? I don't see. Yeah,
I think markets,
honestly, please.
markets just changed. We don't have luxury sedans anymore. It's,
Okay, so if Nissan dies, what
got the Crown,
if? Okay,
right?
so Lotus still makes money
it's a
selling
hatchback now.
5,000 cars a year, right? Is there a world where Nissan becomes a small niche vehicle maker because they otherwise can't survive as a mass,
It's certainly an
manufacturer.
interesting thought.
and then they start stepping into their history?
Or
Could be.
so for spinning Nissan off as a boutique brand like that, what if all of Nissan becomes Mitsuoka?
Because
What if they do a
Mitsuoka
Jaguar
uses a lot of
stunt?
Nissans, right?
Because they're all Nissan chassis, or
Not
almost
all.
all. Yeah,
Yeah.
they have the RAV4
They use
and
a
the
lot of them.
Miata, but
Yeah, they've got Toyota and Mazda.
Anyway, too many semantics. I'm getting bored with that. Do you guys like our idea to save Nissan? Isn't it great? I see a lot of agreement in the chat.
I
Actually,
think it
someone in
was-
the chat said, get rid of the dealers, let customers buy directly from the company to save money. I've got a counter to that. They have to buy from Japan for export into their country, and then they have to use Pacific Coast Auto.
Yes, this is
Because we came up with the idea.
collaboration. This is a Pacific Coast collaboration.
We see Nissan start doing this with an S16 version of the Silvia that looks just like the S13 or something retro styled. We're going to be like, where's our paycheck, Nissan?
And Zaid, you're engineering this, by the way. We don't mind if you use AI. It's fine.
gotta wear
but
that
we can tell
cowboy
you're on
hat.
board.
Car picks for this week. Do you want to do it?
All right.
Yeah. So we've got 3
Oh,
car
you
picks.
orange.
These are cars that are coming up for auction.
oh, we've got some
this
funky
week-
ones this week. I'm excited.
So this is number 1. I'll open this and then
A
tweak the colors on your.
19 Oh my
Oh
god.
god.
I didn't take a look at this one.
Oh yeah, it's bad, but I love it.
If you're going to do
Oh,
this
you're
style,
Almost
if you're going to do this style, you need to do it all the way. They have done 1 out of 7 parts.
Correct, but they've at least started it, and it is a manual.
And this generation of Crown is awesome.
It's in bad condition. It's got corrosion everywhere, but ignore all of that. Just look at the purple over fenders.
Oh,
Okay.
Is it the MIB car? Do they use this in one of the movies?
No?
Okay.
I think the car that they used was a like custom movie car.
Oh. But if it looks the same, I think these are sweet.
Yeah,
is it,
for
though?
sure. This generation with the
It's a
full
Crown.
flat glass headlights.
Yeah.
Very cool. And manual transmission and fender mirrors.
Oh,
And comfy inside.
you said fender mirrors, and then I saw the over fenders again, and I was like,
Yeah.
Sorry,
and
now I can I can
those
go
over
back and look
fenders
at it.
required to be drilled in, so
Yeah.
if you don't want them, you're filling holes. Ooh, that is nasty. C3 on the side pillar. This is
as much as we'd like you to recommend to buy this vehicle so that you get a photo
Power
and
steering's
video
broken.
report,
AC
don't,
is
don't
broken.
buy this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
rough.
no,
bad.
this
Exhaust
one's
is
not
broken.
good, but it is funny.
It is cool to
seat
see
is
that.
ripped.
these
Power
things.
windows broken.
How do you open the rear doors?
Yeah, that's the real question.
Funny story. If this person may already know. Often when they do the over fenders like this, you cannot open the rear doors anymore. They'll just remove the ability to open them.
It's odd, isn't it?
It's like, hey, I have this car. Yoink.
Yeah,
And that's all they did.
I'll just close 2 of the doors forever.
Yep.
If this were finished, actually, can you? What generation is this? Like a 120 generation?
Oh, we
A
get some
110.
pics of somebody who actually did it properly.
Yeah. See if you can find this style in a 110 generation.
Modified.
I don't even know if searching for this in English will help.
Yeah, I could do it. Search for
This
like
thing-
GS110
that's
Title
cool.
Racer
That
or
is
something.
so cool.
But that's also more like what you would have seen in the 90s. There you go.
Oh, that looks like a Mercedes
It
Benz.
is, I think.
Looks like AI. There you go.
Wow, somebody cut off the roof of one.
They can be cool, but not if you do it like this.
Or I mean, this is like they're like, oh, I've got this cool idea. I don't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Sell.
Yeah.
You're like,
That's
but-
sad, isn't it?
But
They probably had such good dreams of their project car
Yeah.
turning out pretty awesome, and they got the overfenders and put them on. They're like, nah,
Yep.
I kind of want something
oh, it
else.
looks weird.
How about next car?
Next car is one Derek found last week and was very disappointed it was too late for the show, and then it came back.
I get Fiat Multipla vibes.
Yeah, this is a Topo, which is the same name as our snack for today, which we will talk about later.
Not unfortunately a Topo BJ,
Nope.
For these
This
reasons,
is
I'm out.
the
It's a-
non-BJ version.
It's a
but it
top
does
of
look like a cat.
Look,
Perjay.
look at how the marker lights look like little cheeks.
Okay, that's kind of funny. And it's got a little cat smile. Wait, did they come out looking like this, or is this a different
Somebody
front
just
bumper?
painted the bumper and put a nose on.
Oh, okay, that's pretty funny.
It's weird, right? Like,
Yeah.
I got this weird car. Let's make it look like a cat
Yeah.
and follow through.
It's like let's make it somewhat look like a cat.
Manual transmission, eh?
Right? Yeah.
I kind of want this.
It's got a lot of
Reminds me-
corrosion and a lot of paint peeling, which is a shame. but-
So I don't know if we've ever bought one of these. We might have. But take a look at the back.
The Groot. Is what
Yeah,
I
this is a
read.
company car.
Something group.
So you can open the door, what looks like sideways, side
Yep.
hinged.
Yep.
THF
But it looks like the
Groot.
back window also opens because it's got hinges at the top.
Oh,
So you can
Yeah.
choose how to put your luggage in. You can either window it or door it.
I would choose to throw it through the window.
Also, this window is
I
like
would
an
like
extra.
put it at the front, and then the cat would eat it, and it would show up in the luggage compartment. Oh man,
It looks funky.
a shame it doesn't have a tail in it.
Buy it, get a
I
report.
see
you know the
someone
deal.
buying this and slam it on the ground and be really funny with it. I think that would be sweet.
With the right wheels, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah. Isn't that the
Right,
car
that's what I
came from
thought
some
too.
Ghibli Nah,
Because
I don't know.
the color scheme looks like it follows the Totoro bus.
I think that's
Mm,
what
a
they're
little
talking
bit,
about when
yeah.
they say the Ghibli one.
Yeah.
Because it has the same kind of mouth, but it has teeth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe Alice in Wonderland.
I feel
Say
like
the
the
same.
colors match the Totoro bus.
So Totoro one's more orange.
Next one, we have 3 today.
Oh, this one made me very excited when I found it.
Oh, this is
So-
the 7.5 liter.
It's America time. This is a
Wow.
1977 Lincoln Mark V.
This is so cool.
Yeah,
It
In
is
Japan, this would be absurd.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it's great. This is a personal luxury coupe.
Wow, look at that interior.
Oh.
Sky blue cloth
Oh, the
seats.
dashboard looks cool too.
Yeah, and also I believe this is the renamed for 1990 or 1977 Majestic Velour Luxury Group interior.
Ooh,
How much do they want for this?
I believe around 3.5 million.
Grant, what's going on
That
with the
doesn't seem
roof?
so
It's got that vinyl roof, but
Yeah, it's got a
only
landau
on the
top.
back section. So the part above the cockpit, is that like a T-top or something?
No, I don't think so.
This
So
is
they didn't
It's
decide
just styling.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the side like that never goes down, right?
No,
it's like a permanent
no, it's
fixture.
that's just over the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this has a 460 big block. It makes 208 horsepower.
Oh gosh.
Fantastic.
Can you imagine how much
Same
this
as
cost?
Max's 2-liter.
Yeah.
Less, slightly less.
Slightly
Oh,
less.
Yeah, less than our cars. You
Yeah.
see this big 7.5 liter V8.
It is 6 meters long.
Oh, so a regular car is like 4.7 meters.
Yeah.
How wide is this thing?
It is 2.02 meters wide.
Okay.
And a
Thought it
regular
would be
car is
wider.
about 1.8.
And it weighs 2,250 kilograms, which for everyone.
That's more than my minivan.
Yeah, for everyone who wants to speak
With
not
half the
metric, is
seats.
5,000 pounds.
0 to 102 business days.
Sure. I mean, you do have 360 pound-feet of torque, which is quite a bit.
So it says it's been color changed, which is obvious. Can we scroll, like
I
zoom
can,
in a
I
bit
didn't
on the
know
sheet?
that,
I can
honestly.
zoom in. Yeah.
I just assumed
Exterior
this was-
has some paint fade. AC switch has a piece missing. The engine room and the underside have some light surface rust on it. The dashboard is warped a little bit, and the seats have been relined with a question mark. It's in. Oh, the roof is also rusty,
Yep.
but otherwise it's in pretty good condition. And then 59,000 miles is pretty low
Yeah, it's in quite good condition.
Although we don't know if
because
that
you don't
would have been
drive it in
changed.
Japan because it's going to cost you so much on fuel. This is going to be a carbureted engine, right?
Yeah.
How much do these go for in Japan? Like this big boy American
They
car.
can be pretty expensive because they're imported here as specialty cars.
And then there are
so-
groups of guys who will
But-
drive all of them around
Yep.
and
Uh,
go on
is
cruises.
is there an angle where it would be cheaper to get one from Japan instead of getting one in the USA?
I
Nah,
think so,
probably
but
not.
It depends on the type of car that it is, because a lot of cars will be imported in Japan, and they have that price premium because they're imported, and then over time they go down in price faster than they do in other markets.
Yeah.
And so something like this has a chance, I think. I haven't looked at the prices, but
Yeah.
something like the FJ Cruiser is a good example of that. They used to be more expensive in Japan, and then tons of them were imported, and then the price fell, and now you can export them for some profits.
Astravans too.
Yep.
It's the most popular one that we seem to
And
export.
by the way, for people asking how much this would cost to register, the displacement tax category caps at 6 liters, so it's just everything above that
Yeah.
past that point.
It's like a 150,000 yen a year, I think, if
It's
it's
a
the
lot.
same as mine. It's so much money, but
Plus other things too.
yeah.
And, oh my God, gas.
and I was going
Yeah.
to say, I'm guessing this gets single-digit fuel economy.
If you're lucky. I feel like you just replace the boot with a giant fuel cells, so you can fill up 200 liters at a time.
Leave
Or
it at
you
the
make
gas
this an
station. I'll come
electric-
back tomorrow.
You make this an electric car.
No, you don't, Max.
No, I don't want any electric cars.
Seller
Yet.
looks to want 3.5 million yen.
Yeah.
This would be a sweet video to purchase so that you get one of the Max exclusive reports.
Where would this park
How
in our
about-
lot, though?
I got an idea. We paint it
4
bright
spaces.
yellow, and then we do a redo of Crazy Taxi.
Unfortunately, regular car reviews beat us to that with a Ford Galaxy.
Cool.
Okay. On to the next segment.
Which is
Keep in mind, you buy this Lincoln, and then Max is going to make you a cool 30-30-30.
30.
30. This week, that is loud at PCA.
Yeah, I just woke everyone up who's starting to get to the end of the show and be like,
Okay, Jacob
sleep.
sent us a picture on our group chat on our phones. He was just chilling out outside of the office.
No, he was doing a pick up and drop off.
He was doing field work.
All right.
And he looked into his rearview mirror and he saw this. We had a little stowaway on the back of our car,
It's so cute.
right? It's like leaning over to be like, "Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
Sup,
What you looking
guys?
at?
You got any hamburgers?"
Yes, Zade, it's a dog.
That is a dog. That is a Japanese dog.
Can I pet that dog? Sorry.
Okay,
That was cute. It's
That's all for that.
the last drop off and
Enjoy
pickup
the
I
fun
did.
picture.
I accidentally had my elbow on the horn of one of the active trucks, and the cat was right in front of it. So it's like,
That
Jumped
cat,
up.
that cat was born in our lot in a Miata.
It was, yeah.
In the we had a parts Miata that was parked there that had the engine and transmission out, and there was a hole for the transmission, and the cat went into there to give birth.
Yeah.
And of the 5 cats that she had, only one survived that we know of. Is this one?
That's sad.
uh,
Wait,
I-
are these the same cats that lived in the candy van?
Yes.
Okay.
by the way, Zade, it's not a Shiba Inu, it's a Shiba Neko.
Shiba Neko.
Neko is Japanese. for
Shiba
cat.
Inu dog is like saying Shiba dog because Inu's the Japanese word for dog. I like
Shiba
the
Neko.
Shiba Inu dogs. The Shiba dog.
I like the Shiba dog. I think that's a really fun photo. Anyway, we move on.
There is not a Discord for PCA because I am too old.
There will be one, though, and it will be filled
Somebody
with...
says Discord
before-
servers kill communities. I don't know. I've never used Discord.
Discord is kind of like gate kept because you can't find Discord servers by just being on Discord. So you need to have some kind of channel from outside letting you into the Discord. I think Reddit is the better alternative because mainly it has the same functionalities minus the going on and chat, voice chat, but it's public. So there is a Pacific Coast Auto Reddit if you want to post in there. Maybe we will arrive.
It's full of scams. Okay, so let's
before we
talk
do
about the next
Discord, we
thing.
need to do Instagram.
Secret tuning fair that no one knows about. Grant got his Swift tuned. It is now swifter.
Are we about ready for these?
Pretty soon.
Please,
You want to
Grant, do you
want
want to
Yeah.
do you want to tell us about the secret tuning meet
Yeah,
thing
I don't
that
know
no one
why
knows
you
about?
said it's secret, but
I just thought
read
it was
what
funny.
Max wrote.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
thought it was funny.
Derek was trying to riz you up.
yeah, Max and I last Sunday went
know
out
what you're
to
talking
the
about.
big Autobox A pit in Shinonome in Tokyo, and for that weekend they were having the customized festival. They had
Yes.
maybe 15 or 20
Tuners
tuner
like
brands
Blitz,
that had
HKS,
booths out,
You
and
got
they
any
were
pictures
doing-
of this?
No,
sales
not at all.
and-
We just went there and
Yeah.
You
geeked
guys
out.
suck. We got
Yeah.
a
Photo
show.
guy went to a cool photo place. No
On my
photos?
days off,
Yeah.
I mean,
You've done, Max, I'll call you an asshole again this episode if you keep that up.
Oh, dear.
I wonder what the people who are watching thought about that. Last
I don't
episode,
remember.
I called
Oh, I do remember now. Yes.
Yeah.
That was
after
really
the
mean.
episode, Max was like, "Derek, I'm sorry for saying that joke against you," and I was like, "Max, I'm sorry." And then we did that part where like, you do this, yeah,
yeah,
and then everything was better.
nice.
I was about to say something funny and then I didn't. Do
Grant,
Yep.
tell us about your Swift tune.
Oh yeah, so I got the computer for the Swift flashed, and it drives more better now.
it. So the people at the fair flashed you.
Yes, you could say that. Yes.
Interesting.
And you got
kind
the
of
tune
things
from
you
which
do on
And
company?
it's so much better. I feel so good after getting flashed.
Oh, we're going off the rails rapidly.
So good at
Yeah,
surprising.
the tune was from a company called TM Square. They specialize in Swift tuning and are located
Square.
not too far away from Yokohama, coincidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was nice atmosphere, and we made friends from
That was
a
fun.
guy from Kyoto.
Guy
We
from
talked to
Kyoto,
him,
yeah, who sells German short shifter kits.
and parts and shop vacs and stuff.
Yeah.
And everyone was really excited when we said, "Oh, we mostly export Land Cruisers and Alpha." It's
Yes.
like, not the Skylines.
Yeah, that was the funny part.
Yeah.
Nope, only 11 last year.
Yep. But yeah, the Swift Drive's great now. Much improved mid-range. It's got the remapped drive-by-wire throttle programming now, so that's much nicer to drive, and it feels fantastic.
I want to try driving it.
Yeah. Oh, and also now it revs out to 78 instead of
What?
72.
Whoa,
So significant increase there.
That is pretty significant.
Yeah, it's cool.
that's
'Kay.
sick. Okay, so my car journey. My car is still for brakes in the shop. It needs new calipers.
Still broken, needs brakes.
My other car is in the shop getting new tires and all fluids changed because we're going to record a video for it next week in the Drives Japan channel.
Yes.
Wait,
Speaking
when
of the
does the
Drives
motor-
Japan,
It is not the Corolla 11. The 11 is in the shop. This new
Broken
one
for brakes.
is another car that I bought, and I was like, I'm buying that.
Would
So
you
I bought it.
would you say your other car is good around the city? Maybe a good city car? Is your new car turbo?
do you like to listen to city pop?
Let's eat Topo and give it a tier rating. Topo is
Wait, Max was going to say something about speaking of
The Moto Compo video, the rough cut is done, so we're gonna go.
When does it go live?
Max has given me the script outline, and now I am Derrickifying the script.
The script outline is for the video next week, though. The Moto Compo script outline I have not sent you yet because we need to watch it first.
Oh, I saw the email, and
Yes,
then I
it
just
was for the
assumed it
city.
was for the
No, it's city video.
the what?
City video.
Shh.
The video in the
what's-
city.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Yokohama is a city in Japan.
Yes.
City video. City
I'm,
of Yokohama
I'm so
video.
excited to see how that video comes together. The Moto Compo one was epically good, and having
Yeah.
the follow up.
It's the most time, effort, planning that we've ever put into a video, right?
It was 4
Yeah.
people for a full day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the shooting of it alone.
Just the
Max
shoot,
did
yeah.
many hours of planning
Yeah.
as well.
And now going through all the content and censored word here jokes that Mike did throughout the day.
Mike, you're talking about your ass all day, right?
Probably.
And we
And
were
this
censoring the word.
movement.
So,
What?
can I give people
Really?
a little spoiler alert? The Moto Compos, when
Yeah.
I don't know if I've said this already, I might have, but I'm going to say it again and I'll keep saying it for a lot of time. The Moto Compos vibrate at a frequency that is not enjoyable to the rider, and after how many
I
hours were
thought,
we
it
on
was,
this
I thought it
bike?
was all right.
Personal preference, I guess.
I will say one of the Moto Compos vibrates more than the other. at
I
full
had the
speed.
one that vibrated a lot.
You had the more powerful one.
Well,
It
it
needed
wasn't
to have the more
powerful in the
powerful
way that I
one
would
to
have
carry your
liked it
extra
to.
30 kilograms.
Yeah, well,
Big
it
boy?
did more than just carry me.
Vibrated you.
So
How about
I hope
sweets?
the video came together quite well.
I hope so too. Still a little bit way to go, but
It's coming soon, and it's
Coming-
going to be fun.
coming together.
On the Drives Japan YouTube channel. Check
Yes.
it out. You can subscribe now in anticipation for that if you're not already.
Yes.
tier list.
Topo. So a lot of people probably know about the Japanese snack called Pocky because it has become pretty popular in other countries. When I went back to Canada, it's all over Canada. People like Japanese snacks and whatnot. Topo, made by, I believe, the same company, is the competitive snack against the Pocky. So where Pocky is a cookie stick with chocolate on the outside, Topo is the opposite. It is a tube, like a straw, with chocolate on the inside.
I'm just thinking about the like product development meeting here. Hey, we need a competitive product. They have chocolate on the outside. How about we do chocolate on the inside?
Remember that we were doing the Takenoko no Sato and the Yama whatever?
Oh, when
the
do those come
mushrooms
out, by the way?
versus the
McFlurries.
take, the bamboo shoots,
Yes,
chocolate,
and
right?
we unanimously decided that the mushrooms were
No,
superior.
we didn't.
think we
McDonald's
said
now
that we
has a
should.
McFlurry that you can get both of them in
Oh.
the one McFlurry.
That's what you're talking about. Wait, is it out now?
I think it came out. It's coming out on the 20th, the 21st.
We should get them on the show.
Oh yes, McFlurry before the show.
We'll need to send somebody out to get
Yeah.
one.
They have to be like arrived here.
We can put them in the
Also-
freezer.
We have a lot of questions too, so if
Do you
we
want to
can...
hear my quick hot take while we're doing the top?
No, quick hot take.
Okay, I'll say it anyway. Tier lists suck.
Thank you.
Why?
Everything should be a rank system. One thing should get one place, and you should have a clear winner and a clear loser.
I disagree. I think life is full of grays.
Nope. No glare areas. Black and white only.
Is that the worst snack that you've ever had in your life, or is it the best snack you've ever had in your life?
Somewhere in the middle. Couldn't say for sure, really. I'd probably put it at like a
You know,
an
Derek,
arbitrary.
life is full of grays.
Yeah.
I think the chocolate is nice, but it's missing something.
I feel like this was better last time I had it. It's,
I do too. This is very.
I think it's smaller, and I think less chocolate inside.
It's very flavorless.
D.
Also,
You know
Zayd
there's
said
shrinkflation, right?
rare Mike W. That means he thinks I'm wrong majority of the time.
No. Just think everything Zayd says is the opposite. He's a contrarian.
Oh, that's right. So he's like, Mike's always right.
He's
Sus
going to
to
go
go,
invest
Mike.
in Nissan now.
He's got the share app open and he's like, they're that cheap? I can't believe nobody's buying Nissan shares.
Dum, dum, dum,
The Topo,
dum, dum,
This is
dum,
super average. They are not
I
in the
think-
same.
I think it's worth trying to see what... I don't want another one.
Not
It's that bad, eh?
Yeah.
To see what a popular Japanese snack tastes like.
Pocky is far superior.
I think so.
E or D?
They're
What do we
not as
got?
bad as those Boost gummies.
No, the Boost gummies were terrible.
Yeah.
D.
I'll give
but
it a D.
I would point them lower than the Takenoko and
Do we
Yakinoko.
ever like review this tier list? Because having the mushrooms and the bamboo shoots a C seems like a.
No,
it
they're
seems like
C.
a disservice.
Now they see.
You see what I have to put up with?
We have a ship and showdown
He
today,
can't even
Mike.
see my point. I'm coughing. They're like attacking me.
You agree, Max? They're D.
D. Yeah.
All right, settled.
The Topo D.
Topo, more like bottomo. Go down the list.
Okay.
Chocolate inside.
Quick ship and showdown. We have a customer that sent us a picture of his vehicle.
Oh, that's cool.
So this is from
Legacy.
Scott.
Not an Outback.
It's a
And
legacy out there.
he said, Grant recommended I send over a photo.
Fair.
It is a 2006 Subaru Outback
Not wrong, Derek.
We're both right, okay?
3.0R. LL Bean Edition, don't forget.
Oh, I remember this one.
This photo
don't
is
remember being in
at
this
a
color.
big white ski resort outside of Kelowna, BC. The Subaru is the perfect ski shuttle.
Yeah. This is not the first.
Is there a light bar
Subaru-
in there? That's so cool.
Oh yeah.
Good
Oh, and he's
idea.
got the yellow fog lights. That's really cool.
And yellow light bar, it looks like.
Roof rack. All Legacy should have one. I took my Legacy to the snow and it performed fantastically as well.
Really
Yeah.
good stuff.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun.
Cool car,
It
cool
also then
picture.
got a flat tire on my 15-year-old winter tires.
And
or
was
something.
saved by the world's most heroic spare.
That is true. That was a hero donut.
I think it's so weird that Subaru decided to make the Outback in Japan. Obviously, this is an Americanification of the Legacy because they put the bigger engine into it. So you can get this car with a 2-liter turbo engine that puts out 280 horsepower, which is the one that you had. Mm-hmm. Or you can get the 3-liter boxer engine without a turbo that puts out, I think, 240 or something like that. So you get less horsepower from it. Probably less fuel economy because boxers are terrible, and it's a 3-liter version of a boxer. And it costs way more in registration because you're no longer within
Yeah.
the 2-liter.
Yeah.
From all accounts, though, that flat six is supposed to be a fantastic engine.
Especially if you swap it into an 8.6.
Max wants to do an engine swap in the lot. I can tell.
And
So
that's
thank
tangent
you.
we definitely don't have
Thank
time
you,
for.
Scott, for sending this in. We always like to see the cars that we export
Very
in more
cool.
detail, already landed, cleaned up, and in a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Very cool. It's Big White. That's my
Yep.
ski resort. We used to go there with our school trips.
It doesn't look insanely steep. Are there a lot of like kind of flatter runs, or does it get steeper?
The mountains in Canada are very big, so most mountains have a very diverse set of trails that
Wow.
you can go down. Like Big White, for an example, probably has over 100 runs.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so there's
I
a
always
little bit
thought
of everything.
Kelowna is a smaller place, but that's
Kelowna is a
enormous.
smaller place, but Big White's one of the big mountain, probably top 5. I don't know because it's been a
Wow.
while, but probably
Yeah.
top 5 in terms of size. It's big.
Cool.
Big White.
If you want to send us pictures, it's show@pacificcoastjdm.com, and we'll show you a car probably on the show. And now, do we go to full?
Seeing pictures
Q&A.
like that makes me think
Take
that they
these
just
away
had
from me.
such a cool day. They
Hey,
were all skiing and
Grant?
having fun.
Yo,
Can you come here and take these snacks away from me for
Yes.
fear of me eating them all?
Yeah, pass them out to
Yeah.
Oh, Grant's joining
let,
the
let
camera.
everyone else have.
There's Grant.
Grant's here.
It's cold in the office.
It is
Questions and answers. We had a few
Cold in the
questions.
office.
Wait,
He's
let's
wearing a
introduce it.
toque.
Can I do the reverb thing? Q&A starts now.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Art has sent an email. I'm sure Derek likes his OEM steel wheels on the Levin,
Love them so much.
but I personally
Nope.
would rather put a set of SSR Mark IIs or 3s on it. So,
SSR Mark IIs? Oh, if you're going with the force.
so for the
go with
entire
the-
staff,
Bit tall.
what are the favorite wheels to put on your cars?
NK.
On your car?
Well,
What are the NKs you want to get?
I got NKs.
No, the NKs, like the ones that don't fit your car, the like super mega spokey ones.
Oh, I want RS05RR so badly. Holy
I agree.
cow.
This is a cool wheel.
I don't have enough wheel space for such a thing.
I would go with Advan Racing RGD2s.
We've got a Honda City race car, a GA2 generation, and I think it has the perfect wheels on it. The TE37 SLs that are far too wide for the car
It looks
on
so
stretch
cool.
tires,
They-
and it's one of
yeah.
the coolest. Like the car itself is faded paint and all of that, but the wheels on it are such
They
a statement.
they sell it completely. Yeah.
I think it's a 14-inch on them.
Remember
Really
we
cool.
put them on in a pinch, and we were like, these are not gonna fit.
And they
Then-
barely. We had
Oh,
to
then we
file
put
down
them-
the
it's
car.
the old
yeah.
the 15s, yeah, the TE37Vs that we had on the Roadster or something like.
No,
Forever,
on the
forever
BB.
ago.
They were bought for your city.
I just bought them when I was drunk one day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but you wanted them to go on the city. Because you're like,
Yeah,
they're
I
expensive.
don't
but
even know if they would fit.
Yeah.
And then we put them on there, and we're like, oh, this is pretty sick. Let's race with them.
Yeah.
So that was yeah.
Other cars, my minivan has the perfect wheels on it.
It is quite good.
They are Civic Type R wheels on the
Oh,
white
yeah.
minivan with the Type R badge on the back. So now
Yeah.
I've got the Type R. We don't have a picture of it. I have shown it previously on our Facebook page, but
We
I
still
think it
need to
is
do
so
our
cool.
Type R meet. We still need to do our Type R meet.
Right.
Grant, what would your
Yeah,
Wheel
best
be-
wheel and car combo I've ever had. The 15-inch Graham Lights 57 Maximum that was on my Starlet. I loved those wheels on that car.
Really? I think the wheels are good. I would give them a 7 out of 10, though.
I can't remember what the question was. Did he just say what?
I didn't
like
get
your
to
dream
finish.
favorite
wheels?
Instead,
What
Max was
are-
like, hey, Grant, let's let Derek not finish.
what are
Derek
the
likes
favorite
finishing, I
wheels to put on your cars?
So my second car,
No, wait, hang on. This will last for too long.
I only have 3. So I got the minivan, my second car, original wheels, the original sport steel wheels,
Right.
13-inch. I am suffering the original brakes on the Corolla from the 70s just so that I can have those wheels on there. Got the center caps, got the chrome
Ah,
rings.
that's cool.
I love the original look of those because the car comes factory with over fenders that are pretty big, but the wheels are tucked right in. And it gives it a really weird classic look that you just don't
Yeah.
get with a modern wheel. You go with a wheel that fills out the space. You know, now going with a wider wheel that's pushed out from the center of the car, meaning your steering is going to be a lot heavier, and already the steering for that car is heavy because it's not boosted.
I gotta talk to you about that. Actually, I was talking to my dad about the old steering things, but anyway, not now.
And then my other car, the secret car, I have a set of the original optional wheels for it, and I love them, but they're in bad condition. And currently, the car is on a set of, what are they? Grant, you probably know this.
AME. AME.
Yeah, I believe they're AME.
Can we
super
pull up a
fans
picture
or
of
something?
AME Superfans?
Hang on, let me find
Because-
the actual name. We have that somewhere.
didn't know they were AME. That's
I actually don't know, but they are really cool. I totally dig like 13 and 14
No,
inch
it's not.
80s
It's called
performance
super
wheels.
van. Super
No,
fan
hang on a
apparently.
second. I've got it here. I'll,
They're very similar to these white ones. They're not the same one, but they're
They are
similar style.
AME.
Oh, no, those are those.
Windmühle.
Windmühle. Oh,
Windmühle.
that's so funny.
Is that German for windmill?
Yes, windmill.
So they
Oh, there's a
came
lot of
either
different
with
styles.
or without the center caps. I think they look better without the center caps, and mine have no center caps.
You just gave away what car you have.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
Well, no, I didn't.
Everyone, take a guess at what car Derek Weldon is currently talking about, and if you get it right,
You
I'm
said
right, and
like
if you
7
get it
times
wrong-
what it is, and he said it 4 times.
I did not. I was giving subtle hints.
I think
That's all.
I just dig this type of wheel, and I think they look really good on it.
I mean, didn't you?
Okay, Grant, you can speak now.
Didn't you spend the whole last episode?
That's okay. I don't really have much left to say at this point. I'm good.
Everyone in the chat is right. It's Figaro.
Figaro. Wow.
Yeah, they
got
figured it out.
easily. They figured.
I like that.
Next question,
Not a
Aisha.
big fan of the Figaro. Oh, here they are on a GA2 city.
They can't
Please.
see it anymore.
Put it on. I want to see it.
Oh, you found a set on a
Okay.
GA2?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
You can only see the back of it.
Hey, Grant's right. We're marketed at women.
That was
That's gonna be
That
the
was a
thing I
Soviet.
remember the most.
These are cool. Back to the questions. We have other questions that are pulled from YouTube,
Sure,
which
okay.
are from an old Vanguard report, and I'm gonna pull some of the questions from older videos that pop up every now and then, and I'm gonna reply to those people and say, "Hey, we answered that in the show," in the hopes that they check out the show. So this guy's asking, "Can I have a vehicle from Japan exported to Cameroon?"
I don't know. There's your answer.
This question annoys me.
Does it?
Well, when people ask questions on the YouTube videos, and it's like we have so much information out there. I know it's not their fault because they haven't found the information.
Also, like,
but
I don't know about you, but when I put a comment onto a YouTube video, I'm never going to put a question because most, like
Yeah.
99% of comments aren't going to be answered by those people. It strikes me as strange that people expect an answer when they ask.
yeah. We have never sent a car to Cameroon. We would need to double check, and you should at the same time also double check the import requirements
Because
to
you
your
can
country.
find out in about 12 seconds.
Yep. You can type importing car to Cameroon from Japan, and you will likely get
Which
a
website do you
bunch
go
of-
to? Just effinggoogleit.com?
This is
The
a
next
real,
question is
no.
this-
This is a real reply to this person's question because I don't want to treat them poorly.
Why are you looking at me?
Next question.
There's a reason why I sold one car this year.
The next question is kind of the same. Do we import to Australia?
This
Yeah.
is yeah.
We export to
we
Australia.
do export more vehicles to Australia. We've never sent to Cameroon, but importing to Australia can be difficult. There are lots of criteria that you need to learn first, and it is a reason why we don't sell too many to Australia. What's the name of that registry that you can go look up in Australia? The name
The
escapes me
Australian
right now.
Registry of Things to Look Up.
No, it's like you can tell what cars are importable and what year they need to be because of
there?
emissions. Yeah,
good
it's
stuff.
it's. I don't think it's comprehensive, but it gives you like a good jumping off point. 1KZ engine, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's
Probably
okay.
okay in stock form.
Ah, okay. Then Egon asked, is the city price, the Mighty Camot's city price, more reasonable if we're talking in Australian dollars?
No, it's worse.
It's worse, right?
$25,000 Australian is almost 2.7 million yen.
Which is fairly high for a city
And like we
turbocharger.
said, at auction, you would be hard pressed to find one that sells for more than 1.5 million.
And the
I
single
think-
highest one I've seen was about 1.8.
I think theirs is. It appears to be in very good condition, aside from the engine that doesn't run properly. But you take a risk with an older car like that.
Yeah.
Body wise, rust wise, underside wise, it looks like it's in very good condition. So I would suspect that the auction cost of that was probably somewhere between 1.5 and 2 million.
Okay, chat
Do you
questions.
think they got it from auction?
They said they did.
Or did
I
they
don't.
say
I don't
they
know
got
if
it from
they got it from
agent?
auction. I think somebody bought it from auction for them, sold it to them. Because otherwise, like,
Interesting.
they wouldn't pay that much money
No.
if they were bidding themselves on it and said, "I bid this much, and my service fee is defined." I think it was like, "Find me one and sell it to me," and their agent was like, "I got one for you. Here's the price," and they were like, "I guess so. We need to make a video."
Yeah.
Zaid, you're asking how they're registering
no,
it?
Zaid's
Check the
trolling.
last...
Trust me, Zaid's trolling.
Yeah. Okay.
I got
No,
him
we
on that
don't
one.
export motorcycles, by the way.
High five me, man.
Gotcha, Zaid. We're on to you, buddy.
Okay, chat questions. Grego, what is your favorite export of 2025? Favorite?
Favorite car that we exported?
Yes.
It'd be easier if I had a list of all the cars that we exported.
Favorite. Ooh.
I know that there's going to be something that I was like, "Oh yeah," but I just can't pull it up.
I think mine is a bit of a weird choice, but it's the GVB STI that we exported to a guy in the UK. Very
had the
nice guy
engine
in the
blow.
UK. What?
Was
Engine
that
didn't
last
blow?
year or the year before?
No, GVB.
Oh, GVB.
That
Okay.
one that he let us drive because I was interested in purchasing one.
Mm.
Yeah, very nice customer, very cool car, and I was very interested in purchasing one. So
We exported a 4C last year, which is Like a pretty interesting car. It's as close as you can get to a Lotus, and I've
Yeah.
always wanted to give it a try to see how I like it in comparison.
We exported your Lotus last year. Is that the favorite car you've exported?
Actually, probably that car was
Yeah.
really good. It sucks liking cars so much because you're always going to want more cars, and you're always going to have to get rid of cars that you like.
Hang on. Alex, I know you're in the chat, you just typed something. Did your Odyssey go last year? Or was that the year before?
The Turbo.
Yeah.
That was
'Cause
cool. I think it was the year before.
Dang, I think it was right at the end of the year before last. Because
Yeah, Turbo
that
Odyssey
was-
is so cool.
Yeah, that was extremely cool. Great condition, great price.
Gregor, not Gregor's BB.
2024. Damn, 2024. Yeah.
I do like me some
Oh,
BBs,
yeah.
but we get to experience the BB goodness on the daily, and so
But his did have all the cool bits. That was fun. There's
The
a
tent,
lot. It's
right?
hard to
Maybe
pick
maybe
just
tie
one.
into that question. Alex asked too. What is the most problematic?
the
vehicle?
one RX-7 that we happened to
no,
purchase.
that
No, it
Legacy that the engine blew.
wasn't. Oh, that's true.
That was annoying.
We had another one for your guy, Grant. Mr. Pitt.
I was
No,
about
I
to
was
move the
trying not
microphone.
to. I don't know. I can't say because if it was
Okay.
a dealer car, then I
Yep.
don't want to.
Yep, that's legit.
Yeah.
Okay, next.
Any camper issues this year? Or last
Yes,
year?
the one that ended up on the news
Any what?
in Canada.
Oh, do we have that?
We don't. I haven't asked if he's okay.
When
to
I heard
share
about
it.
that, I was like, put that into the show.
I know. One of our cars made the news in Canada.
Yeah, and there's a picture of it, and it's super funny.
It's really funny.
He was driving it on the highway. So if you're from Canada, you know this. There's a highway called the Canada Number One Highway.
Yeah.
It's called Number One because it goes all across Canada, and in many areas, it is the highway. Like it'll go through a town, and it's like
It's like 10 lanes wide, isn't it, or something?
no. The really
8?
wide one is outside of Hamilton. It's the one between Hamilton and Toronto.
But that picture he showed, there's 4 lanes each side.
It is pretty big. So we had
But 4 plus 4 is not 10.
a customer who bought a car.
I'll correct you as we
And,
go.
and
'Cause I-
this car broke down in Japan, and the shop couldn't or didn't fix it or something. I don't know the details.
They were like, it's too much work to go through trying to fix everything.
But it
like,
will
how
ship.
much do you want to? Right.
And this guy decided to drive it home, and it broke down in the middle of the highway.
We don't know why it broke down.
And there's a picture from the news of a broken down JDM car.
Yeah, blocking the highway, causing delays.
And as much as you can see, it's all
Stop
traffic that stopped.
If you saw
unfortunate.
that on the news where it's like expect delays because a car broke down on the highway, we know why. Or we know
That picture is so funny.
You
is
guys
quite
need to
funny.
frame that picture.
And you can see the cars going in the other direction, all free and clear, no problem. You can get home. Everyone else behind this car, sorry, but this guy decided instead of carrying it home, we're gonna drive it.
Yeah.
I think it'll make it.
Yeah, it was not a JDM car.
It broke down in the center lane, and if you drove that car like I did, you'll know that this car doesn't drive right. So you're probably gonna want to drive as close to the shoulder as possible. But no, I'll drive in the center.
Also, how did it break down and stop right in the middle? You didn't get to coast or something? Like, ouch, rough.
Next question. We have a lot of questions left.
Okay,
And I want to go through this one. I think it's really interesting. There are a lot of cars in Malaysia, be it Japanese or Euro makes, and car culture there is quite big. So
True.
what do you guys think about the Malaysian market?
We were approached by one large dealer in Malaysia. I had a meeting with them, and nothing ever came of it. What do I think of the car market? I don't have much exposure to it. Other than I know that a lot of the hatchbacks are super popular there.
Looks
Grant's
to be
always-
container shipping only and has to be within 5 years of production. So it's not really the kind of vehicles we generally.
We do specialize in older vehicles,
Yeah.
right?
I don't. It's often difficult to know if those are like absolute rules or if that's just the most common rule. Sometimes you can, for example, like Dubai. If you look at Dubai's import limits, it's like only
Just-
brand new cars. And then you see a whole bunch of R34 GTRs being imported and cars from all over the world. So
What
I
is the
don't know
rule,
enough.
really?
Yeah, I don't know enough about
From the
Malaysia to
content
know.
I've seen, it seems like it's a cool country to be in, though, with car culture.
Yeah, a lot of cool
Stuff.
car enthusiasts there, I
Yeah.
think, who do a lot of cool stuff too.
And from as a kid, I always remember that Hot Wheels were manufactured in Malaysia.
Yeah.
So I'm like, was
That's
that
fun.
the
Yeah.
catalyst for that? Okay.
If you're in Malaysia and want to import a car there, rather, we'll do our best to help you. We'd love to speak to you.
Have we ever had a full write-off happen?
What does that mean?
That was in
For insurance?
conjunction, with the
I
insurance.
think we might be dealing with one right now.
Which one?
That one in Europe, the Porsche.
I didn't hear about this.
It was a convertible Porsche, and the side windows,
Okay, I
failed
know
in
about it.
transport,
Yeah.
and then
it
the
got rained
shipping
on.
company left the windows down. I believe it was
Without-
the shipping company.
without taping them up.
Could have been the port company. I don't know. I'm not sure, but Jacob's dealing with that at the moment, and the vehicle got completely soaked inside. I think the rear window as well from the soft top might have caved in. I don't remember.
Oh, yikes.
Hate to
Okay.
hear it.
Procari Sweat or Aquarius?
Pocari Sweat.
Aquarius.
Procari Sweat.
Wrong. Right.
Yes, the chat talks about stickers, and we are working on that to have you
You're
Stick
working on
up.
the sticker sheet. Can
sticker
I talk about
sheet. You can talk about the sticker sheet, and then we also want to produce.
that? We did talk about it previously, but just as a reminder for people who didn't catch that, we used to send out snacks, Japanese snacks, like what we show on the show, every time they import a car. But because of
Sorry.
customs troubles in the last year, many countries are either not allowed to get them or they'll have a really high import cost of
Yeah, you
$10 or
pay
$20 to receive that. So we're changing to having a sticker sheet that we send out to you with some Japanese stickers that Max will make for you.
Oh.
And it's going to be very cool.
yeah.
And I want to remind you that we want the yellow BB icon that we use for the YouTube.
Yep,
We want
that
to
will
have
make
that as a
people
sticker.
happy.
And the white one. A yellow one and a white one using the same file, just change the colors.
I also have a tuned version of the yellow one, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, how about this? A
No.
little yellow BB base sticker and then little tuning parts you can like stick on it so you can like customize
Customize your
your
little BB.
Yeah.
It's hard to do because of the padding that you need on the outside of the
Yeah.
sticker because
Yeah.
cutting's never accurate.
And it's going to be quite small, so it doesn't take up too much space. Another question on the importing process. If someone wants to bid on a super expensive car like an R34 GTR, do you guys require payment up front? Wondering in case I win the lotto tonight.
50% deposit of your maximum bid if you are bidding over 5 million yen.
We don't normally have customers who do this, but if you're going to be bidding over $500,000 or something like that, we may need a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because once you get up to that price, we can't as easily front half of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for an R34 GTR, probably not an issue. But if you're looking at an older, higher value vehicle or supercar or something
Carrera
like
GT.
that, then yeah.
What is your favorite vehicles from outside of the JDM market?
like Euro vehicles, I
American?
really liked my Golf R32.
Not BMWs.
GT4 RS.
Oh, I love a Cayman.
GT4. Cayman
Yeah.
GT4, not the
Yeah,
RS.
it's
Cayman
fair
GT4.
enough.
Oh,
Mustang,
Wait.
please.
Again,
Can I get S197 Mustang for
what's
me,
the question?
please?
favorite
This
car
car
that
is
is not
non-junk.
JDM.
has to be one car. C7 Corvette.
Not F40.
I mean, I can't afford an F50. It would never be a Ferrari F40.
You can't say
Ah.
F40 to Mike. He'll just be like, the F50 is superior in
Ah,
every
sorry.
way.
I'm.
That's right.
Yep.
It sure is, and this is what I sound like all the time.
Next question. Where is the best place to find 70s classic cars like Celica, Corolla, RX-3? I don't see many pop up at
The
auctions.
junkyard. Sorry, but it's
Basically, yeah.
USS Tokyo or USS Nagoya.
Be
Those
prepared
types
to
of cars
pay
don't go
out
to
the
other
bum
auctions.
for them.
Zip
think
Zip
dealers-
Osaka sometimes. I mean, you will see them at other auctions sometimes, but almost everyone who has those types of cars, they expect people to see them in person, and then they want to send them to the auctions that are most likely to have them seen in person.
No.
Mr. How do
That's where I bought my living from.
Mr.
USS
Gularu.
Tokyo.
I think it's Gularu. Sounds like he's from Australia.
Mike limiting
but
his
yes.
favorite car because of cost. Lol, so pragmatic.
But that is my all-time favorite car. I just probably never own one.
There is another question. I'm looking at your website, and a list of auctions results for one site in particular only include poor quality images of the car,
It's
but no
USS.
auction sheet or any details. What do?
What to do? I don't know.
Don't
Cry.
laugh at people whom English is not their first language.
No, I love saying things like that. What
Yeah.
can do?
So what's the reason here? Maybe you can explain very briefly.
You'd probably be better off typing. We've done this so many times on other shows, but it's USS. They
USS
banned
bans
us.
anyone from showing those images.
Yeah.
And
And makes
as a
it
result, we
difficult.
have to email them to you on an individual basis, which they've allowed us to do.
Yeah.
How nice of them. But we spend a lot of our time sending pictures off. If you want to, there is a service from USS that you can subscribe to through us, and this allows you to see all of the pictures, but there's a monthly fee for that.
Yep.
And even though
Called
we
Ninja.
charge the monthly fee, we still lose money every month by paying for that.
Yeah,
I
that's
did
true.
the calculation.
Ninja does cost
We
us.
give it free to some of our dealers, and then other people will pay the monthly fee for it. And regardless, we're losing money at 1,900 yen,
Yeah.
which is like, it's very valuable when you're searching for cars, and it's worth it. But it still pisses me off that it costs
Yeah.
the same as more than Netflix.
True, a lot more than Netflix actually, depending
like
on if
Net-
you're on premium
Yeah.
or something.
No
But-
complaints though. I don't complain.
What do you mean? We're busy complaining. We're currently mid-complaint.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'll do it for you.
That were all the questions I had.
Okay,
Perfect.
a
So-
small note for us.
Is it a complaint?
No. You know that question that person just answered? We need like a little quick sheet of like, oh, please watch episode blah 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 of the show, and we explain it in more detail.
Because that's
Or we
exactly
do-
how we want to do questions. Hey, I got a question. Oh yeah, well please watch this other version of the show.
Well, I mean, like here's
It's a
your
2-hour
answer.
show, and the answer is somewhere in there. Make sure you watch
That
it all.
sure sounds like a complaint about what I just said to Derek.
That's absolutely not a complaint. This is a pragmatic
I don't
response.
We'll give them a short answer, and then for more information, for more detailed information,
Yeah.
please refer to episode
Yeah.
13 of the
When we
Cool JDM
redo the
show.
website, we can put that in. Writing that down.
Max has been trying to redo the website since he started.
Let him do it. No complaints from you, please. It's gonna be my new favorite thing.
I feel like that's a good
Bring it
point
on.
to start to wind things down.
Yes.
Time,
Okay.
time for the end of the show. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. We had a bunch of great questions this time. We will be back again in a week. You can either see this live or you can check out the show after the fact. We still do go through all the comments, and so make sure that you post your own comments in there. We're going to answer them on the next show if Max deems it's worthy. So,
We have to
I just
pass the
wanted to
Max
point
filter.
out 3 times
Max?
internet issues. Only 3 times. We went.
better.
It was better.
it is better, still frustrating.
Yeah.
We will still call the ISP and
Yeah.
see what the heck's
Thank you
happening.
guys for sticking around.
Yeah,
Regardless.
I know internet
Thank
issues
you all.
suck.
See you next time.
Yeah, have a great week.
See you
Bye,
next
everyone.
time.
See you
Bye-bye.
later.